Hello, welcome to Talk a Good Build-Up. It's Fulham against West Ham United. Gonzo, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you very much, sir. Are yourself?
I'm not bad. My bargain arrived. Look at this, £17. It arrived today.
Not bad, mate. It's not chafing, is it?
No, it feels weird wearing a replica shirt. The viewers will be like, I've never seen Gio wearing a replica shirt. You'll be correct. This is the first time I've owned one in about 5 years.
Let's just hope at that price it's an original and not like that one that I bought that little while ago that fell apart after one wash.
No, it's none of your dodgy deals.
Well, you don't know. You don't know, mate.
Well, I'd like to reassure
bought off the half price.
I'd like to reassure anyone I bought from M&M direct. Don't worry, it's good. It's arrived. It's good. Don't you worry about it.
For now,
it's good. It's good. It's the proper one. Anyway, you feeling good ahead of the game?
Yeah, mate. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Looking forward. Yeah, well, very not just looking forward to it. Excited about kickoff. Actually, really, very much so.
Yeah, I'm quite excited as well, actually. And the lineup's good. If we get the lineup out in 4 minutes' time, that's good. Now, for you that tuning in that you don't know how this works, we'll have a little look at the West Ham lineup in four minutes. Then we'll have a look at the Fulham one. A little discussion, a little bit of a potential bet giveaway, and then it'll roll into a watch along. Bit different. Charlie's ditching me at halftime on this one. He's got stuff to do. So I'm going to be back for the watch along for the second half. So a little bit different for me. A first watching a Premier League match on the watch along. So see how that goes.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, there you go, mate. There you go. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about with all our numerous goals. How many did you predict? West Ham 8, Fulham 2 or something?
I went for modest 4-1. Modest 4-1. Massive thank you to Steve Hellison. Steve's put in £2 in the biscuit fund saying, hope we don't lose. That's our favourite word.
All right, loose. All right, too, Steve. Yes. It's like we're not too loose, certainly.
Are you excited for Jesse?
I'm always excited for Jesse, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, it's I am very much so. Particularly he's not going to get a run out in the cup, so he's going to hopefully be giving it all, knowing he's got a week's rest coming up. So I'm pretty sure, well, you've alluded to the fact that it's a good team. I'm pretty sure if Jesse Lingard wasn't in the team, you'd be saying there's shocking news about to come in 4 minutes' time. So yeah, really looking forward to him. Just carrying on as he was, finding those pockets of space, Gio, and playing the one touch and passing and moving, all that good stuff. Yeah, very much so.
He set the bar high, isn't he?
Can't match that.
Doesn't score 2 today. Oh, fraud. No, I'm really looking forward to seeing him linking up with Benrahma and Antonio in particular. And if there's a change in the starting 11, I'm looking forward to seeing him linking up to the other player that he didn't play with at Villa Park. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing Lingard especially. He's going to be our main man. What we saw at Villa Park suggests that Moyes is almost willing to build our attack around Lingard. And Lingard showed with David Moyes at Villa Park that he's good enough to build the attack around as well. So it's exciting anyway. It's exciting, but a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And the problem is, if he's almost too good again, we then play on Tuesday, removing the main guy in our attack for the last 2 games. And suddenly like, well, what are we going to do now kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm excited. to see Lingard. Tony, the lucky man, he lives on the Isle of Man and he's off to the pub.
I've seen him on the telly. Well, yeah, not Tony. Tony might have been on the telly. I don't know. Maybe you were one of them, Tony. But yeah, it looks good over there. I've got to say, yeah, brilliant. Good for them.
They're back to normal.
I'm pleased. It's nice. It's nice to see. It is nice to see. As if it's happened in one play. Obviously, the Isle of Man's slightly different because they can absolutely regulate who goes in and goes out. But it is good to see it.
But he's asking if I'm from Scotland. I don't want to give anything away. My accent doesn't quite give away. Here's a clue. It's snowing. It has been for about a week.
And the snow, it's battered snow as well.
You always got to go too far, haven't you? You can't just leave it. You've always got to go one too far. Looks like a strong lineup. Going to be tough though, so we have to be up for it. Right, so the lineup will be out in a little minute. There's a little teaser for Gonzo there from Garino's comment there with the rumoured lineups. Charlie's in the back, ready to click it on the screen. We'll get that, and then we'll have a little bet. I'm looking forward to the bet today, Gonzo. We need to win. We keep getting close. We've got close again against Villa. Douglas Luiz got booked, which I said. Fredericks didn't score, which is what you said. You always pick Antonio or Souček. You not just kept your Souček, who's normal. You're
right. I normally do, don't I? Don't worry. We'll go for Antonio today, but we'll get to that bit in a minute, surely.
Reece says, if we win, we go 10 points clear of Arsenal. Oh, they were awful earlier. They were awful, Arsenal.
So right, Arsenal lost?
Yeah, they got beat by Villa. Villa won 1-0. Right, so the West Ham starting 11 is Fabianski in goal with a back four of Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, and Creswell. Midfield 2 of Rice and Soucek with an attacking trio of Lingard, Ben Rama, and Jared Bowen with Mikel Antonio up front. What you wanted to see, Gonzo?
Yeah, that's the one. That is definitely the one. No slight on Fredericks. Totally understand why they would do it. Such a creative, wonderful player, Jack Grealish. They put in essence 2 markers down that side. That would be very, very negative if we did that against Fulham to do that. So so we removed one defensive player and put one that should be a little bit more attacking. So, and I think it also gives us a balance from the corners as well, because it's able. Well, 2 things. Number 1, it keeps the opposition guessing. Number 2, actually, if we get a corner on the right-hand side, it enables Cresswell to hold his position on the left-hand side for if they break and do the counter-attack. We don't have... you can't be more out of position, can you, if you're a left-back when you're taking a right corner and the other team get possession. So, yeah, I think there's... And, look, he could well have Bowen a very, very high-energy game. I'm not going to start making apologies for him. I think he's a very good player. So, yeah, I like that lineup.
Yeah, I would have kept Fredericks in. I don't think it's a negative lineup. I think he's a defensive player, but he wasn't playing in a defensive position. I thought getting forward, he was really good. I think it's a bit harsh on Fredericks, but I understand why he's done it. I completely get it. With the right sort of pep talk to Fredericks and Jared Bowen, they'll both be chomping at the bit for this game. Fredericks will be buzzing to get on, and I think Fredericks will now be the first substitution for right back and right wing later on. I think actually the one player that might find himself struggling down the pecking order is actually Andrei Yarmolenko. I think he's now sort of on the bench. I think he's now the bench for the striker rather than the right wing as he used to be. I think Fredericks is now the first substitution should Jared Bowen need substituted off. So I think he's certainly stepped up the pecking order. Anyway, the bench for West Ham is David Martin. 4 defenders with Ben Johnson, Ryan Fredericks, Fabian Balbuena, and Issa Diop, with Martin Oban, Pablo Fornals, and then Lanzini and Andrei Yarmolenko on the bench. No Mipo Odebeko as expected, given his participation in last night's under-23s game. Yeah,
I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame. But, I mean, it's nitpicking to the highest degree to go too much into that. If that's what David Moyes has deemed the right thing to do, then I'm happy to go. I'm happy to go with it. If you know,
it's a bit annoying though. We're playing Fulham, who are 3rd bottom in the league, and we now don't have a recognised striker on the bench, and we've got 4 defenders on there instead. It's a bit frustrating. He said during the week, he said, "Oh, I'd like to see more of Mipo Odebeko. I'd like to put him on when the opportunities right." Well, when's the opportunity going to be right? You don't even put him on the bench. I think it's a bit harsh on Odebeko, actually. I think if we got to go down, what are we going to do? Okay, we've got Lanzini, Yarmolenko, and Fornals, but we don't have a striker on the bench. We don't need 2 centre-backs on the bench in this for this fixture. I'd argue we don't need 2 right-backs either. So I think he could have put Odebeko on there. Maybe it is nitpicking. But
let's wait and see in the cup. If what he's done, he's played him last night to give him game time to keep up his match sharpness, and he's going to use him at some capacity in the cup. Then you can understand it. If he doesn't feature at all,
that's half cheating because he's going to have to do that because Jesse Lingard's ineligible. So there's a vacant space in the squad.
It's not cheating. There's no skullduggery going on. He's just picking a team. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's lovely today. I'm very, very happy about it.
Anyway, before we take on the Fulham team, massive thank you to Chris. Golf Pro says, I puts $10 in the fund and says, thanks for everything as always, Joe and Gonzo and Charlie. Ready to watch a hiding? Come on, you Irish. # full-time fund. I don't think I'd give Gonzo a hiding. I think I might beat him, but maybe not a hiding.
On what? Hold on, hiding on what?
I thought he was wanting me to fight you.
On what?
He said he's ready to watch a hiding. I thought he was ready for me to
sorry.
start.
Yeah, of course. Yes. We know
but
Chris.
Anyway.
Well, I know Chris. He's a nice guy, lovely guy.
The Fulham 11, they continue with their sort of 3-4-3 formation they've got going on. Areola in goal with a back 3 of Tete, Anderson, and Tossin, that Man City player that's got a really long surname. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm not going to pronounce it. His first name's Tossin, though. A left wing back of Robinson, a right wing back of Bobby Reid, midfield pairing of Harrison Reid and Lamina. And then they've got 2 attacking midfielders of Lookman and Loftus-Cheek with a striker of Ivan Carvalho. So no Zambo Ongosia. He's on the bench, which is a bit of a surprise to me. But there you go. That's Scott Parker's team up. He's ran a few changes from the last game.
Yeah, I guess you've got to do, fixture congestion, isn't it? I mean, I don't I don't know. It shouldn't. I'm just reading through it now. I mean, there's many players I haven't heard of, in all honesty, in that lineup.
Heard of?
Cavallero, no, is it? I don't know. Who Cavallero is. Anderson, could be anyone. There's millions of them. Tete. I thought of my phrase. D. Cordova. Reed. I don't know. Who these people are. I don't know.
Crikey. It's not an all right team. It's like I said in the preview. I think it's half Premier League, half Championship. Unfortunately, I'm looking at that team. They've got a young defence there with Tossin and Anderson. They're both early 20s. Bobby Reed's naturally a striker playing right wing back. I made my feelings about Harrison Reed perfectly clear. I think Lamine is one of those. Lamine is the one we tried to sign. Remember? Then he went to Southampton. He was from Serie A. Was he at Juventus? Then he went to Southampton. We tried to get him. We were in for him at the same time. Then we've got Robinson. We know him. And then Lookman, Loftus-Cheek will have potential. Cavalli up front. But it's just not good enough 11, unfortunately. Parker's ran the changes again. This is the problem. You say it's rotation or fixture congestion. I don't think it is. I think it's desperation. I think he's still trying to. We're now on to match day 22 or whatever it is, and he's still trying to find the winning formula at Craven Cottage. It's not good enough. He's a good manager and he's done really well there. But when you're chopping and changing 11 every single game, you need consistency. How often have we said about our own back four? They need to be settled. They're playing together. We've got partnerships now. Fulham don't have that. How are you meant to form a partnership when it changes every single week? Even the back three's changed today. He's taken out Aina and putting in Tete. I don't know. It doesn't strike fear into me. Famous last words, Gonzo.
What, their team doesn't strike fear into you? No, absolutely. How can it? We've never heard of half of them. No, it's. Look, I don't blame him. And to be fair, they could give us a game. I do think he's a good manager. I'm not ruling out the fact that they could have good possession here. It's hard not to be confident, but you do have to keep one eye on the fact that they've not always been. They're not the worst team in the league, firstly, and they have been in games which they've subsequently then lost. So I know that they did well against Leicester. They lost 2-0, but they did well against Leicester. It's a topsy-turvy league. Everybody's fighting for a bit of consistency. He's obviously, as you say, he's trying to struggle to find his best 11. It's a struggle with Fulham, mate. They look cut adrift, and that whole bottom three do. So, sorry, I shouldn't read the chat. Look, bring it on, mate. Bring it on. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm like a kid at Christmas at the moment, mate. I can't wait to get the match started, really.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been really looking forward to this one all day, actually. It's been annoying with it being a 5:30 kickoff, actually, because I'm like, come on, let's get going. I want to do the video. I want to get the football on. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing us West Ham win. All right, bet time. What are we fancying? Well,
let's go with an Antonio goal. Actually, is that wise? Do you know why? Because if we get in the lead, he'll take him off.
For who? We don't have any strikers on the bench.
It doesn't matter. He might put Lingard up there and then take someone else. He might put Yarmolenko on there.
Do you fancy put a Lingard goal then? Because he's going to play the 90 because he can't play Tuesday. So
you know what you want? Let's give it a Lingard goal. He's going to have lots of shots.
I reckon we should put a West Ham win in here because we're both feeling confident.
West Ham win, Lingard goal. You could go with a clean sheet. We've got a really good defence, Gio.
Okay. And I'll put in Harrison Reed card.
Well, do you need to? If you want to win one, should we not do a slightly smaller bet? Give away an 100 quid or I don't know what the odds are.
10 to 1.
Well, get for 50 quid then. 50 quid. We might have more chance of getting it and actually giving money away to someone.
All right, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Let's do that. 50 quid winnings. So West Ham win, Fulham don't score, and then Jesse Lingard gets a goal. That's it. So West Ham to win, Jesse Lingard to score, and Fulham not to score. So West Ham need a clean sheet. So West Ham to win 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, so on and so forth. To enter, please put the phrase in the live chat.
Areola is on the Tete.
Aviola is on the Tete. I want to see some good spelling here. I want to see the correct spelling.
You got the correct spelling, otherwise you're just rude, quite frankly.
It was literally on the screen, but Charlie's changed it. But Aviola is on the Tete. That's what we want to see in the live chat. Get that in. If West Ham win with a clean sheet and Jesse Lingard scores a goal, we'll give one of you 50 quid tonight. Simple as that. Ayach says, I prefer Frederick starting over Bowen because he plays collectively. There's a bit of pressure on Jared Bowen tonight, I think. I think out of the 11, he's the only one that's under pressure.
Yeah, it doesn't look. He hangs onto the ball a bit too much, which I think is what he's referring to there. It doesn't. We said this in his last game. Doesn't release it early enough. Bit solo dribble. Can often be a little bit selfish, and I understand that. And I said that in the review when he last played. However, more than capable of playing well today. More than capable of getting a goal. So. If what we're looking at, we're in a position where the player we're most worried about on our team is Jared Bowen, then crikey, we've come far.
Yeah, I agree. My sort of thing is the one thing I like Fredericks playing at Villa Park is he stayed wide. He stayed really wide. It stretched the pitch. It gave Jesse Lingard loads of room. I thought Fredericks played in quite a close tangent with Soufal, and I don't just mean defensively, I mean offensively as well. They were almost doubling up down the side of the 18-yarder. And I think it worked for most of the players in our team, whereas obviously Jared Bowen naturally is going to want to cut in and stuff. Could be a good thing, but I just thought Fredericks out wide just helped Jesse Lingard, actually. Logan says that he thinks Lingard adds another dimension to our set pieces around the box. He's hoping to see a banger. One thing I noticed about Jesse when we were getting the ball wide and crossing it is he sort of occupied what you'd almost call Frank Lampard territory. He just sat on the edge of the 18-yarder. He didn't run in. He always just lingered around. He let the ball come in. He was there for any knockdowns, get on any loose balls and stuff. So, and it was mainly Fredericks, but we kept putting in low crosses against Villa. Understandably, we've only got Antonio in there up against Colin San-Mings, get the ball on low. So if they knock it out, there's Jesse Lingard on the 18-yarder waiting for it. So I'm quite intrigued to see if he continues to do that tonight, Gonzo.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised at all, actually. I mean, it's a different dynamic with Bowen there. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Lingard assisted Bowen for a goal because he comes aside and Lingard may well look for that slide rule pass. So that wouldn't surprise me at all there. Yeah, I mean, it's been really interesting. He seems to occupy good space all over the pitch, doesn't he? So quite happy to work almost the whole width of the pitch as well, to put himself in positions that in turn sort of allowed Benrahma to cut inside more than he previously had done on the left. So I think there's going to be a certain amount of interchange again between those two, and we he just seems to suss that very, very quickly that it's important to get close to Antonio. It's funny, isn't it? It doesn't always work like that with a lot of players. We've often had somebody made a really good point to me, actually. It doesn't matter now, but I just thought it was interesting. I said, do you think you'd have seen a better Haller with Lingard in the team? And actually, it was a really good point because Lingard would have got closer to Haller. Doesn't matter, that ship has sailed, but I did think it was an interesting observation. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him. Really good. But you're right, it's going to be hard for him to match what he did in the last game.
I've got 150 to 1 on Sky for Lingard to assist Antonio and Antonio to assist Lingard. It's called Return the Favour. It's popular because of Kane and Son, because they often set each other up. They did it against West Ham, actually, and 60-61 it was against West Ham. And they scored in like the first 15 minutes. They both scored and set each other up. So within 15 minutes, a lot of West Ham fans won over 300 quid because Son set up Kane and Kane set up Son. So I've done it tonight for Lingard and Antonio, 150 to 1. Just thought they had a good partnership. Get your thoughts into the comments, whether it's about West Ham's lineup, Fulham's lineup, your score prediction, how do you think the game's going to go, where the key battles is. Get them into the lineup. That's not the one I meant to click on, but Neo says he's hoping for a slow check screamer. JH says that we should be dominating midfield today. Reed and Lamina aren't fan quality. Well, I'm just putting that up so that if Reed plays a blinder, I can say, well, hang on, JH was wrong as well as me. I've done enough I was wrong videos this week to last me a couple of months. I don't want another one.
Yeah. You should put up, and I was right one. I know everything. That's a good one.
Yeah, Danny Ings. I was right about him. That's the thing I'm clinging to. I keep clinging for that one. Right, let's get some comments, Gonzo. Chris says Benrahma goal with the win would be the ideal result. I think. Remember when Declan Rice scored against Arsenal at the London Stadium? There was a cheer for the goal. Then you saw it was Rice, and there was a second cheer. I think that would happen when Benrahma gets his first goal. I think everybody's sort of really willing him on to get his first goal for West Ham because everybody's got this belief that we'll see him get even better once he gets that first goal for the club.
Yeah, I mean, just relieve the pressure, won't it? I think that's all it is. It's a case of it's something that in a conversation then goes away. I think that's really good. That's why it'd be good for him to score his first goal. Quite frankly, the ideal result is West Ham winning with anyone scoring. But I think everyone will just be pleased it takes away that conversation and we can just concentrate on the football because actually he's been playing really, really well.
Tony says last time he was this confident we lost to Liverpool, so now he's a bit nervous. I know that feeling. I have to say I'm sort of similar, but the nerves aren't coming, Tony. I'm still feeling confident. It's a different West Ham, isn't it? It's just a different one. Daniel says Areola will be difficult to score against. He says that Benrahma will get his first goal. Slimface says he's got Bowen to score. Benrahma shot on target and West Ham win. I think it's none conceded. I hope he's not trying to say that Fulham's going to score 9.
If West Ham win and we concede 9, then we're winning 10-9. I mean, I am up for that game. I don't know how long the review would be, but I'm up for that game.
If he was doing a bet on 10-9 West Ham, I probably wouldn't have bothered with Benrahma and the Bowen parts of the bet there. I think the 10-9. Could you imagine you got the 10-9 right? But Benrahma never had a shot on target.
No, but I was going to say, a game with 10-9, both those things would have happened anyway, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you just don't know, do you? Ben says, do you think this will be a big weekend for us? We can go 4th as Liverpool should lose this weekend.
Yeah, it's a big weekend for us. And yeah, Man City are favourites, but I wouldn't rule out Liverpool beating City. City should win. And City have got a new defensive resolve about them, but I'm more confident about us beating Fulham than I am City beating Liverpool, put it that way, because anything can happen in that game. It might hardly likely to be a draw in that sense, isn't it?
Josh, I've clicked the wrong one again. There's people keep speaking, which is good. Stephen says that will Soufal be able to do his job with Grealish still in his pocket?
That's it. Is that a Grealish in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me, Vladimir?
Okay. Liam says, I'm going into games confident now. What David Moyes and the coaching staff have done is incredible. Irons J says 1-1. Well, that's just...
Why not? He can say 1-1. Why not? It might be. He might be right. I'm going to mock him.
Yeah, but imagine one of us said 1-1 in the preview, the comments. Oh, negative.
Fine. He might be right. He might be right. You don't know. Except he's not.
King Kong says 2-1 Fulham, but context.
He's worse.
Wait, King Kong he's a Man United fan. He said earlier he's a Man U fan. He's here for Jesse Lingard, I think. Dino says that he hopes Bowen plays normal and not selfish. How many games will he play selfish? I'm not sure. I don't know. Ralph in Spain. Maybe I need to put Gio in Scotland. I'll save people asking where I'm from. He said, I'm normally nervous, but today we play like we did against Villa. I can see us getting 4. It's about time we did. It does have that feeling, doesn't it? But saying that, we scored 3 in our last 2 wins, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we scored lots of goals. Do you know what? I don't even care about goal difference at the moment. A goal difference +6, I think. I'll be fine. Look, a win to make it +7, I'll be more than happy with that, I've got to say.
Leo says, good morning, lads. Very attacking lineup. You can see a 3-1 win. Steph says, Rice on pens. We're due one. He must be practicing with the best of Mark Noble. Still the only team not to get one. I tell you what, I feel a bit bad. I've seen a tweet going around that Mark Noble's now got the best conversion rate in Europe for penalties because last year the stat come out, he was second best in Europe for the last 20 years. So he's ahead of Rivaldo and stuff. The only person that was ahead of him was Lua. Now he missed one last night, so everybody thought Noble's now number 1. Being into my stats, I went and checked. He's not quite number 1 yet. There's still about 0.2% in it, so he's still the second best. So, but there's a thing going around on Twitter. It's banged. It's got like 300 retweets and stuff saying that Noble's now number 1, but no one bothered to go look. So I don't want to piss on the guy's chips. I just left it.
It's fine. Noble doesn't strike me as the type of bloke that... We know he don't like YouTube videos. It doesn't strike me as the bloke that goes on Twitter. Someone else probably does his account for him on there. He probably doesn't even know about this tweet, so I'm sure he's more than happy.
Here's Jay. Says his head says 6-0, and his heart says 6-0. But he's been a supporter too long, so he's gone 1-1. I mean, that's a drastic drop.
It's a swing.
I understand someone going, I think we might win 2-1, but I'll go 1-1. But to go from 6-0 to 1-1 is quite...
The head and the heart are very separate. Jay's head, Jay's head,
a
and Jay.
long neck.
That's right. That's right. Well said. Well said.
Daniel says, how ironic, we got a pen and missed it. Do you know something? I wouldn't care. We'll still win. We don't need pens. Bag says that imagine we are in this position at the end of the season, we dare to dream. It's a bit Spursy, that phrase at the end there, isn't it?
He who dares, Rodders. He who dares. Yeah, well, listen, why not? Why not have a dream?
Right, Amsterdam.
I should break into a song then.
I just want to say, Amsterdam, we can see a comment. It's the 10th time you put that up, and I am not clicking on it. I am not clicking on that comment. We've got to have some form of filter, believe it or not. I just refuse to click on. I can see Charlie scrolling through the live chat now. Look and see what it says. Charlie's nodding. Charlie agrees not to click on that. Big question is, did Charlie shave his beard off as he promised he would if we beat Villa? He looks a bit. He's just remembered, doesn't he, Gonzo?
Yeah.
He looks like he's just missed the pen.
He shaved his legs.
He looks like he's just West Ham got a pen and he's taken it and missed it. He's got that sort of hands on head reaction going on in the green screen. Are we wearing black or blue? I don't know what we're wearing.
I'm wearing blue. Gio's wearing black.
The color.
Can't you see? Just look at the screen.
I think we're wearing the claret and blue, and the color of the graphic on West Ham's Twitter tends to indicate which.
Oh, they're clever bunch.
Yeah, it's almost like they're organised, isn't it? So it's claret and blue at the minute. Right, get your score predictions in. Let's get your score predictions in. Eddie says 2-0, Yarmolenko and Dawson.
Why not?
It's finished. Burnley 1, Brighton 1. That's a good result for Fulham, that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it does seem an awful lot. Let me have a quick look at the table. Yeah, maybe. I guess so. It's still a lot of points in it. Crikey, it's still 9 points away. But they got a game in hand, I guess. We see. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. The trouble is, Burnley aren't going to drop loads of games. Was that a result with Newcastle? Was it then? I wonder.
It's still going. It's 3-2 Newcastle with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That would be the bad result, really. I feel out of all of that for Fulham would be if Newcastle win. Because I don't think Burnley will lose enough for Fulham to catch them. I think it's only Newcastle. Newcastle is the only hope for those bottom three. Newcastle pick up, as I said before, Newcastle pick up 3 or 4 wins between now and the end of the season. Everyone else can just forget it.
Yeah, Christopher 3-1 West Ham, Alex 3-0 West Ham, Lingard, Ben Ramsdale, Andy Walsh 4-0, Ben 3-0. No, I almost clicked on it. Duke says 4-1 West Ham. Matthew says 3-0. Logan 2-0 Lingard and Solchek. Rich says 3-1 West Ham. It could be 6-3 West Ham, I guess. I'm willing to say it won't be, but you just never know. Hammer Down Under says 2-1 West Ham. Absadab says 3-1 West Ham. Slimface 3-0. Steve 3-0. Muhammad 3-0. Gary 3-1. I can't click on it. Nick 4-1. Lingard with 2. Rice Bona. Thunder and Jay 3-1. Peter 3-1. Lots of 3-1s, Gonzo. Lots of 3-1s.
Why not? Why not? Nothing wrong with 3-1. I do like it when people are very precise as well. 3-1 with all 3 goal scorers. That I like. That's confidence, you know.
They're playing the game on. They do this every week. 1 week they might get it right, then they can come in the review and say, "Told you, I told you."
Me, I know.
Anyway, what's your final thoughts? You've seen the lineups. What's your final thoughts?
Yeah, look, all good. My thoughts haven't changed since seeing the lineups. I'm pleased. I didn't really expect it to do any different. It's going to be the real test is really when we do this show on Tuesday ahead of the Man U game. We'll know a lot more then. What Moyes has got in store, how realistic Moyes is going to take the cup, and how realistic Moyes is taking the league. I don't blame him, Gio, for taking the league seriously. I don't want it to be at the expense of the cup, but I don't blame him. Sometimes you just got to deal with where you are in any given situation and adapt. And Moyes finds himself with a chance of going fourth. He's got to adapt to that, and he's got to try and get another 3 points in the Premier League and just see where it takes him. As I say, I think I said it in a week. We could finish anywhere between 50 points and 60 plus. I mean, that's quite a swing. but you want to start getting up to the top end of that spectrum, and you're going to find yourself in a really good position at the end of the season. So must win today, and a big win, and let's hope a convincing win. But any 3 points will do, really.
Yeah, I'm quite confident. I'm quite confident that we're going to win. I want to see a good performance. I want to see the swagger we've been playing with against Villa, against Crystal Palace. We didn't grind these out. We didn't, score a goal and defend or nothing like that. We kept on attacking. We were a goal up, 2 goals up. We kept going for another one, kept on testing them. So, you throw as much body as you want at us, but we are dangerous on the counter-attack. So be it. You come forward, we will go. Obviously, that relies on us taking the lead, but I think we will. I feel confident. I feel good. I think Fulham play good football. I think they've got good principles. I think they've got good intentions. And I applaud Scott Parker for that, but I think it just suits West Ham today, the way that Fulham play. I think it suits us. They're going to go toe-to-toe with us, and I'm all for it. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game for the neutral as well. We've saw so far in the Premier League today, we've seen lots of goals across all fixtures, and I don't think it's going to be any different at Craven Cottage. John said at 2-0 at half-time, when you get Souček and Rice, I have rest in the second half. I mean, this is sort of a potential dilemma Moyes is going to have at some point during this game, hopefully.
I absolutely would. I'd bring 4 hours on for one of those. If that was the case, I'd get one of those off and I'd get Antonio off as well. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I think it just depends on the context as well. Is it a comfortable 2-0 or are we just edging it? Are we down to 10 men? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But assuming we're playing quite well, I would look to give them, maybe not the whole second half, but around the hour mark or something, see how the second half's going, fend off Fulham's early wave of attacks and stuff. And if you are, I'd look to bring one of them off, and just one of them. I wouldn't take them both off, just one. Good luck picking which one though. And Christopher, you're right. It is the first time you see me in a West Ham shirt. I only bought it because it's cheap. I'm Scottish at the end of the day, just to confirm for the previous guy at the start of the show. I'm not spending big money. I'm spending £60 on a shirt. Look at that. But £17. I was tempted. I thought, go on then. I only got one though. I'm not buying 2. Jesus, I'm not making money. But DB says that he's really confident. 4-5-0 West Ham. And then he thinks that Lingard's our Thierry Henry, says Ali. Your score prediction, please.
I'll stick with a 2-0. Because I think, actually, what was said earlier is what I said in the breakfast show on Patreon today, which was, I think if we do get into a lead, I think we might find he makes all the substitutions ahead of the cup. And if we do that, then we will sort of lose the momentum that would normally allow us to score 4 or 5 goals.
I don't think he will. I don't think Moyes will make those substitutions unless we were 3 goals up. We were 2 goals up against Villa and he still didn't make them kind of subs. And if he does, I think he'll be around the 85th minute or something. It won't be around the hour mark. He won't take risks, Moyes. And I don't blame him because of the position we are in the league. If we were 12th or something, I'd say, yeah, get them off, rest them. Let's go for the FA Cup. But we're not. We're sitting 5th in the table with a genuine chance of going 4th and remaining 4th come the end of this round of fixtures this weekend. So I think we've got to make sure that we get the 3 points. I don't think Moyes will take any risks today. I think we'll see our full team, providing we're winning. I think we'll see it for as long as possible, really.
Newcastle win.
Yeah,
that's a good result for us.
It's a good, it'll be deflating Fulham right now. I'd imagine Parker's just been told that 9 men Newcastle hung on against Southampton for the whole second half, and that type of thing. You just go, you need a bit of luck to go your way, and they've just got none of it so far at the minute. And that's them 11 points behind Newcastle, 9 points behind Burnley, 2 games in hand. Big ask. This is why I think this puts pressure on them. They need 3 points today. Fulham. A point is not good enough. It's just not good enough anymore.
You need form. To claw that sort of thing back, you need to be showing form, not just the odd win here or there. So you've got to rely on those teams, Burnley and Newcastle, not winning anything for a while, and you've got to win 3 on the bounce and get a draw or something like that. That's a hard swing for all those things to happen. It is difficult. So there we go.
As Phil says, drop a like on the video if you're watching, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. It's not even halfway through the video yet. Subscribe, drop a like on it. We are available on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Hammers Chat if you wish to support the channel. You can do from £3 plus VAT per month, so it'll be £3.60. But you unlock new Hammers Chat content, more Hammers Chat content. You want more videos? You know how you support us. Uni Advisors UK says is that why we've got loads of defenders on the bench? So we're 2-0 up at halftime. We can take off some players and defend the win.
That'd be a nice thought. I don't think it's that. I just don't think. I think Moyes is the biggest exponent of putting youth into the team, actually. So I think it is more to do with that. But don't forget, we've seen Moyes put 2 keepers on the bench. So I think if anybody, Moyes has looked at all these seats, all these spare spaces on the bench, and maybe he's a little bit confused about who to put on there. So no, I won't read too much into it, but he has shown himself more than capable of defending, making substitutions to defend the lead, to pack out the defence, and even to throw an additional defender on in midfield. We've already seen it. We've seen it. Well, you saw it from the start against Aston Villa, but also don't forget, we've also seen it down the left. We've seen him bring Ben Johnson on as a left winger while still playing Aaron Cresswell at left back. So he's more than happy to do that. The striker thing, well, as I say, I just think he'll use a midfielder to do that. So I don't think Moyes will be looking at that bench thinking that's a weak bench. No, far from it. I think Moyes will be looking at thinking not only is that a strong bench, that's exactly the bench that I want. So look, I mean, I'm done. I'm done questioning him on that score. What do I know?
I don't know if this is a trick question. Irons J said, "Have there been a draw and the same player scored both goals?" I assume it means a 1-1 draw.
An own goal. Jamie
Carragher, I think, might have done. He would be my guess. If there is an answer, by the way, that is my guess, Jamie Carragher. I'm hoping Irons J's got the answer. If there is an answer and he's not genuinely doing research to this question.
I don't know. We got very late. Areola is on the Tete. Couple of late entries there, if you've noticed as well. Just getting in before that door slams shut. You've got to be in it to win it for the 50 quid.
Rudy has got a prediction question where we've never really done before. Your man of match prediction?
I'll tell you what, here's one for you. Jared Bowen.
I knew you were going to say that.
Just to be mischievous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking of trying to be a curveball as well. I was thinking, nah, don't say Lingard or Benrahma. It's too obvious. Pick a curveball. I was going to say Areola. I was going to go Areola because I think he'd be busy. I think he's going to be a busy man in there today. Probably be Harrison Reed. No, my bloody luck. He's going to pull
he's one of the best goalkeepers around, to be fair.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mark Collins says, let's have our first penalty today. Every other team in the Premier has had them. We don't want to feel left out. Anyway, right. So Mustafa Guns are going to disappear, but don't go anywhere because Charlie's coming up. I will be doing the watch along for the second half. So if you want to join me for the second, join Charlie for the first half, and then I'll be here to do the second half because Charlie's busy tonight. So you can come along and join me for a chit chat. And when I say join me, please do, because I don't know how you do a watch along. I'm not an expert like Charlie, so I'll be looking for a bit of guidance, a little bit, someone to help me along the way. Anyway, we're going to disappear. So right up in just 5 seconds or so is Charlie Gonzo. I'll see you at full time.
Look forward to it.
That's right, everyone. We are once again brought to you in association, in collaboration with Stuart Morris Accountants, based out of Ilford. If you're needing accountancy needs, either personal or corporate, they're the people to go to. Good people. Thank you very much for bringing us in collaboration once more. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hammers Chat Watch Along for Fulham versus West Ham United. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day for West Ham. It's one of those ones where I think a lot of people are having similar sort of hype levels to pre-Fulham, pre-Liverpool even. And it's going to be a tight one, I think. It's going to be a tight one. Now, as Gio said, I will be here. Well, Jeffrey says he has accountancy needs. Thank you. Well, then if you do, you know who to go to. It's just Stuart Morris. I will be live with you until halftime. When Gio will join me, I will then bounce out because I've got work. If you're a part of the Patreon, you'll know what I'm doing today, and you'll know, if you know me as a human being, you'll know why I'm so excited. But if not, I'll tell you when it's live and everything else, because I'm not supposed to say anything. So, but until then, I will be with you. Hello, everyone. Let's say a quick hello to the people in the chat. Let me just press these buttons actually that I forgot to press, just to make sure it's changed completely over. The beard thing. Right, I've got to get this out of the way. I forgot. I was going to do it today. I was going to do it when I woke up. And to be honest with you, I've been in such a tiz all day that I've just completely forgot. I did just completely and utterly forget. So I promise for the next watch along, I'll get that done. But let's say hello to everyone who is currently in the chat. If I miss you as per usual, it's because it's the people who've just commented. So hello to Peach, AJ Gaming, Aiden, R, Ben, Benny, Bobby, Chris Topper, DB, Daniel Watson, Drizzy, Duvet Dancer, Faux Cheesy, Freedom Sounds, Garino, Gary, Jeff Watson, George Mayer, Golf Pro 26. Good to see you, sir. Harry Bratton Evans, even. Hughes. There's no Y in it. I don't know why I said that. James Gunn, Jeffrey Stelly, John Kernow, Logan Bowser, Mark Collins, Migsy, Mike Evans, Mr. P. Hammett, Ray S. Rich, Mushroom Man, Richie, Robert, Seb, Superman. That for some reason threw me off. Steve Chaotic, Stephen and Lisset. Good to see you as per usual. Stephen Pilgrim, Steve C, T-Bo, Teapot Pixie, Tom Hammer for Life, Will Carpenter, Will Ludden, Willie Plays, Woody, Alan, and Woolly Jumper. Hello, everyone. If I missed you, it's because it's the way the chat moves. I just miss it. Hello. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. How are we all feeling? Like I said, I felt like vibes today of like a lot of hype, a lot of excitement for this one, you know, similar to pre-Liverpool, where we're feeling like we're going to come out, we're going to do some big bits, we're going to get some big dubs. How are we feeling? Right. We are 25 minutes away from kickoff-ish. Good luck, Beard. I understand. Thank you for Phonos. Phonos why I'm in a complete and utter tiz. It will go. Good to see Chris. I can see Chris here. Good to see you, sir. And good to see you all. Good to see you all. I appreciate you all coming here. If you're new around here, of course, hit the subscribe button, like the video. And hey, patreon.com/Hammers Chat. Now's the best time of the month. The earlier in the month you do it, the more bang for your buck you get. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat. What's that shirt, Charlie? It's a Christmas jumper. It's the Run the Jewels Christmas jumper from this year, the special edition one that my girlfriend bought me because she knows exactly what I'm into. So that's what that is. Don't mention Liverpool. Apologies, I won't. G'day, Charlie from Perth, West Australia. Good to see you, Hammers Down Under. And that reminds me, where are you all watching from? Let me know. It's one of the best times of the watch along. Where are we all watching from? Put in the chat where you're at the moment. I'm, of course, coming at you live from a sort of rainy, chilly North London today. Nothing too insane. A bit more than usual. Not snow like Gio's got. Depressingly, I would have wanted to know. I love snow, and I know he doesn't like it because it's basically his entire life for several months. But I do love snow. I do love snow. Where are we saying? All right, let's scroll up a bit so we can get to the first ones. RTJ Class, thank you, James. James is just a smart man. James is just a learned man, you know. So we have, oh my God, there's even more. I'll keep going up. Here we go. I think this was the first one. And it's live. I won't do it live, but I will post a picture and it will be sad and depressing for us all. Toronto, a lot like Peach. Essex. Oh, sorry, that's London. Toronto is there. I read one and clicked a different one. Toronto, London is shout out. Essex, Peterborough, Dundee, Ilford. Shout out Ilford. We expect, don't let us down. We'll see. We'll see. Essex, South Africa, Holloway, my old stomping grounds. Watching from my bathtub in Missouri, Logan. Love that. Relax. Put some candles on. Let my soothing sounds relax you. I'll say some relaxing words for you. Potato. There you go. That's one. Melbourne. The chat keeps skipping. There's so many of you in right now that chat skips like massively on StreamYard. It's one of the most annoying things in the world to try and keep up with stuff. Berlin, Glasgow, Greenville, North Carolina, yes, Newcastle, Perth, West Australia, the USA, Tunbridge, the Czech Republic. Oof, love that. Rhodes, good to see you, Steve. Toronto, yes, Peach, yes. Norfolk, watching from Ontario, Canada. I can't pronounce the first bit, but good to see you. I hope it's all right there. Hope you're all good. Santiago in Chile. Yo, wild. Chile as well. The Chileans in the chat today. Just yes. Denmark, Essex, Ilford as always, East London, San Antonio, Texas. Winter is coming. Well, it's definitely here for me. I'll tell you that much. The Fedlands, Lincolnshire. Is there a link? There is a link in the chat. Discord, click on there. There will be links in the Discord in the stream link section today. I don't know if it's there already, but it will be there. Bray, County, Wicklow Island. Shout out to Finn Balor. I love that. Thoughts on their back five? I'll get to that, Stephen. I'll get to that, but I'm interested to see how that figures out for us. I'm on top of Mount Everest. It's quite cold. 1, I doubt it. 2, congratulations on getting there, though, to be fair. 3, I imagine it is. But is it as cold as I am right now? I've had to put a jumper on. How cold are you? That's one. Did he? I have not seen anything from today. I've been all over the shop. I'll be excited to see it. Stott's watching from the front room. Good. Hope you're comfortable, Scott. Hope you've got a good space on the sofa, ready for the big dubs. Sonny, Chadwell, Heath, Cromer, Norwich, Dagenham, India. What's the lineup for today? Mo, I will bring you that just momentarily, but good to see you. Good to see you. I've sent you a message on Twitter. I could have some cash out advice. I'll have a look, Jamie. I'll have a look. España, shout out to Spain. I'm a learned man when it comes to that. We are a men of culture, James. You're very correct. We just know stuff. The Philippines, Canada, India head, Canada. I don't even know where that is in Canada, but love that. When's kickoff? It is in 20 minutes. It's in 20 minutes. It's at past. Englishman in Portugal. Love to see that. How's Portugal? How's Portugal treating you? Kent, Jamaica, Nottingham, Essex, London, Chelmsford. Big. Halifax. My family ends. Yes. I've got family up there. Love that. My granddad's brother lives there. My granddad's from Halifax. So respect it, Benny. Respect it. The Bahamas, Leytonstone, of course. Isle of Wight again. Essex, Everton, New York. Shout out the boy. Shout out the boy. The chat has skipped, but I have found this by luck. Hayden Taylor with the 199 for the full-time fund. Thank you very much, sir. 4-1, Ben Rama goal, Lingard, Antonio Souček. I'll tell you what, right? What we'll do then, seeing as you mentioned, look, I've got to go. Cornwall, Suffolk, Devon, Englishman in New York. Love to see that. Saudi Arabia. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Shout out to Riyadh. I know it all from wrestling. That's all I know. Denmark. Still in Dagenham. Cotswolds, Prague, Costco, or Kotso. I assume that might be. Oh, that's the Cotswold that you typed about. I thought you said you were in Costco, like the American shop. I was very confused. The Czech Republic. It's pronounced Guelph, Charlie. Thank you. I will definitely forget that. I will 100% forget that, but I appreciate it nevertheless. There's been one change. If those of you who are looking for the lineup, I'll get back to this. Minus 32 here in Saskatchewan, Canada. I don't even know how I would deal with that. It's probably like a solid. I don't know. I don't know how much it would be. I don't know what the temperature is today here. It's probably like 5. My phone's not showing me. Usually my phone tells me the temperature. It's not today. $2.99 a biscuit fund. Well, the full-time fund now from Woody Allen. Alan, good to see you. Money, so you have to read. Cheating on us later. I do have to read money things. It's true. I don't have to. I just choose to. Western Supermare. Yes, that's the other part of the country my family's from. Come on. I always get hyped. What was I going to say? Yeah, no, I'm not. Look, Gio, if you're on the Patreon, then Gio told you the story. I tried to move stuff around. Unfortunately, I was not able to move stuff around, so I would have to leave the watch along. But then when Gio found out what it was for, he was like, "No, you have to go do this because it's a very Charlie Walsh thing. If you know me as a person, you know it's a big thing for me." It's a big thing for me. So for the people asking there's a few. Eddie Guerrero, William Griegel, Tom Hirashi. I've got a few. All time or currently? That's a question I'd ask you. All time or currently? Mick McManus is the best wrestler. He's a big boy. He was a big boy. Do you have the links on Discord, Journey Life? Good to see you for a start, Journey Life. I don't know if they're up yet. I haven't looked. But if they're not, Ginger will be putting them up momentarily, if not already. Have a look. Link in the Discord, description below. Let's get to the teams, right? So if you're just joining and you don't know the teams yet, let me show you them now. Let me just change this around in the back end so it doesn't look terrible like I usually do. Here we go. Click that. Share screen. Oh, Discord's up. All of this has been updated. It's very exciting. And do you know what else has been updating? West Ham have finally gone back to the better way of doing it, which just giving me a JPEG. I'm so happy. I just need the JPEG. What is Discord, says Christopher. In the description below, the top link, it should say Discord. Click on that. If you get there, there's a bit in there called Stream Links. You have to accept the rules, by the way. It's a little green thing. You have to tick it. That's just a formality. But in there's Stream Links. We usually give you 5 different options for watching the game. If you can't watch it on the television, here's the team. Here is the lineup. Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Suchek, Lingard, Bowen, Benrahma, Antonio, with a bench of Martin, Fredericks, Johnson, Balbuena, Diop, Noble, Fornals, Lanzini, Yarmolenko. Fulham's lineup is as such. Areola. Right, so this isn't in... Right, what I'll do, this is not in the order. Fulham have done it right. They've given me a JPEG, but they've not given it to me in order. So I did write it out earlier, below, like this. But it's not in the order, so we'll just go there and we'll see how it goes. So Areola's in goal. They're playing a back three of Tete, Anderson, and Adriabayo. I can never pronounce his name correctly, but Tosin, the one we were after from Man City. They have Bobby Cordova Reed on the left, I think. No, on the right. And then on the left, they have Anthony Robinson. Then in the midfield two, they have Lamina. Is it midfield two? Lamina and Reed, yes. And then they have Loftus-Cheek, and then they have Lookman. And Loftus-Cheek, Lookman, and thingy up front. What's his name? Caviar. Look, it was a mess because the order is all over the shop. The point is, you can see it below. You can see it below. That's their lineup. I've also just realized it's the wrong color. That's something I'll have to change in a minute. So that's the lineups, if you're wondering. Charlie, are there any truths to the rumors that you're leaving Hammer's Chat to form wrestling chat? I'm open for discussions. That's the lineups. How do you feel about those? How do you feel about the lineups? When we were looking at Fulham, for example, right? And we're saying they look like they're playing a three at the back with that. You're looking like you're seeing Tete, Anderson, and Adebayo with Cordova Reed on one side and Robinson on the other. I feel relatively, I don't want to say confident. But it's definitely not, their lineup definitely isn't as strong as I thought it would be. Because if you're talking about Fulham's strongest lineup, I'm seeing Anguissa in there. I'm seeing potentially Aina in there. You could make an argument for Mitrovic, although at the moment, probably not, right? As I just have a quick sip on tea. It's not the strongest lineup Fulham could possibly have. Does that play into our hands or not? The three at the back, I'm interested to see how we deal with that. We don't tend to do too well with people sitting deep and us not being able to break them down. But that was a team without Jesse Lingard. And to be honest with you, Jesse Lingard has me thinking that might be different. Like if we come at this game a little bit different, right? If we come at this game a little bit different with Lingard, Bowen, and Benrahma, sort of given the freedom that Lingard and Benrahma were given in the previous game, then all of a sudden I'm a little more confident about breaking that team down. Lingard looked really sharp, really, really sharp. I wasn't so confident, but looking at the lineups, I kind of am now. I kind of am now. I can't lie to you. It's a back four. It's a back four with Robinson and Tete. Is it? I read it as a three, but that could make sense actually. Yeah, because you'd have Tete, Anderson, and Tosin, Robinson. And you'd have, Cordova could play behind the strike. Yeah, do you know what? It could be that. That is fair. That is fair, Kieran. That's a good point. It might be. It's still not strong. I mean, that gives me even more confidence. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm not usually when we go into these sort of games, because the thing is the Fulham one, it didn't go super well last time, and I'm a bit nervous. But looking at these lineups, I'm sort of confident. I can't lie to you. We have to buy more players from Slavia. Who do you like? I'll take anyone, mate. You know what I mean? It's gone well so far, so I'll take any of them. I don't know Slavia Prague's team too well. Simmer's the one person that everyone talks about, so let's say Simmer, but I don't know their team too well. What kind of tea you drinking and how do you take it? It's a Yorkshire tea. It's Morrison's own Yorkshire tea. And I take it, I was going to show it to you, but it would fall over. I wish I still had food cam set up, I could show you. It's very milky, one sugar. Weak. It's disappointing for me, I can't lie to you, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Lingard, right, so what are we saying? We win on paper, but the game is played on grass. It's Chris. I mean, yeah, that's fair. And this is the thing, is like we've come up against teams like this before where we should be beating them and then we've struggled a lot more. So I'm confident, but I'm looking at them thinking it might not happen the way I want it to happen, although I'm sort of confident. 3-6 to the boys. Were you the same person who said 3-6 in the build-up? I wasn't listening properly. I was running around and doing stuff. But it's an incredible confidence. Jay Ling's the best, mate. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. He's getting a goal. Come on, it's happening. He's getting a goal. Grotty Lingard was excellent. I assume you mean Jesse, but you can call him Grotty if you wish. Where is it? Do you show the game? Says Jude Allen. No. But in the chat below, there's a thing called Discord. Click on that. You can get on there. We have streams for the games for you to watch it, and you can just get involved in our chat. You know, come and have a long. Everyone's nice. Everyone's nice and fun. Fulham will play a 3-4-3. Says Foe. See, that's the way I read it. Do you know what? We'll see what happens. But that is the way I read it. Favorite wrestler of all time is CM Punk. Yes. Good shout, Callum. Punk is... Oh, he was the best. Please tell me Lingard's playing, says Edward Wise. I can confirm for you now, Jesse Lingard is playing. Get hype. Jesse Lingard is playing. Exciting times for all of us. No Haller this time, but got to be a 2-0 win for the Irons. If you felt like he was the problem, fair enough. 3-0 Antonio winner with Antonio with the opener, sorry. 2-1 Hammers. If Hammers need anyone from Slavia, is the goalkeeper Kolar. Simmer is still an expensive gamble. Then again, could be the next CR7. That's an interesting point. Yeah, this is a thing I don't know much about. I can't claim to. I've seen Slavia Prague play in like European football, but I didn't really pay much attention at the time, so I can't pick out specific players. But I have heard the name Kolar as well. So, and we are probably we're probably in the market for at least one goalkeeper in the summer. So, fair. How are you, Charlie? Thank you. I'm good. I'm well. Thank you. I'm well. I'm very stressed today. Well, not stressed, actually. I'm very excited. I've got big stuff going on later. And so I'm sort of like, you know. But I'm well, thank you. How are you? How are you, Ben? Good to see you. Yorkshire tea, very tasty. I do like Yorkshire tea. It's just a classic. PG. It's either that or PG tips usually. But it's usually the cheapest one I can get from Morrison's. I can't lie to you. I've been drinking PG tips, but I'm always looking to expand and try different stuff. Fair. I think PG tips is probably better. It's just this is the cheapest stuff I can get because pouring up. My mummy said that Antonio will score tonight. Well, Dane, I hope she's right. I feel like he may do. It's a good opportunity. Some games I get nervous. Yeah, this is one of those ones. One of the ones where you feel sort of hit you in waves a little bit. I feel like, I don't know. I just think we've got it. I can't lie. There's something about it. But I don't know. I could be just going wild. Thompson's Gold Blend tea is the best. I've never tried it. It's an interesting shout out. I might have to start looking into it. Suchek, Bowen, Lingard, Antonio, Benrahma, Rice, Ogbonna to score. Confident of what? It would be huge, English. It would be absolutely massive. Can't imagine it, but it would be massive. Hopefully Lingard will run him all ragged as he'll have a long break after this game. Yeah, that's the thing. I was having a conversation about who would start in this game and who would start in the cup. And the fact Lingard can't play in the cup makes it easy to just put him in and sort of let him go wild. Because like you say, he's got until the next Premier League game, which would be super good for us. I think it's a great opportunity for him. I really hope he kills it again. For our sake, but also for his sake. Also, it'd just be good to see. Imagine that, just a player coming in and hitting the ground running. It doesn't really happen often with us. As Fo says, please hit the like and subscribe if you wish. Thank you all for joining. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We are 7 minutes away from kickoff. Like the button if you're new around here, if you're enjoying it. We keep getting loads of likes and loads of subs. Like I don't know if Gio wants to mention this, right? But it's been mad recently. They've been exploding upwards, right? And it's just appreciative. So thank you, everyone. If you're one of those people, thank you so much. We appreciate it in a large capacity. What dream realistic striker do you want? What dream realistic striker do you want this summer? Everyone in the chat answers this question as well, because I'm interested to know what all your opinions are as well. For me, Glenn Murray. I love Glenn Murray. I don't know. I'll have a look. Let's see what the chat think, and I'll have a look after. No striker on bench. It's a bit of a weird one, Ben, but I assume he thinks Yarmolenko. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't lie. It's one of the negatives. The bench is strong enough, but just without a striker, it just feels weird, doesn't it? And 2 centre backs again. I don't know how I feel about that. But in general, I mean, it's a strong enough bench. It's just a bit weird. To me. Who's your favourite currently rest, Charlie? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn forever. They are my boys, if you're talking about in WWE. The match Kevin had with Roman at Royal Rumble was incredible. I just love him. I think he's the best. Kevin Owens is just the best. Outside of WWE, you're talking Tomohiro Ishii and Minoru Suzuki. New Japan, in AEW, you're talking. There's just a lot of them. It's just a lot of them. Darby Allin, probably. I flipping love Darby Allin. There's a lot of them now. I can't. Let's see these striker options. So, Silma, Asura Mishima, yeah, Ben Cargill, fair. Ivan Toney, that's a good shout, actually. Ivan Toney might be my shout, actually, James. That's a good point. I needed people to remind me of the players. That was my cheeky thing here. Daka, okay. If you stick around to the match, Callum, I'll be able to tell you that. I can't lie. CW, I have mates who want to join the Patreon but don't know. Maybe walk them through. I will in a second, though, actually. That's a good shout. In fact, I'll do it now. Jeffrey, I'll do it now. For some reason, I read Foes because I was reading Foes saying bring back Big George, which is, of course, the correct answer every time. But patreon.com/Hammers Chat. We have several tiers with loads of different extra videos and extra audio goodness for you to listen to. We've got audio versions of the shows. We've got Gio's tactical show for each opponent before the game. He's got the morning show before each game. We've got Mug of Tea, which is a cup of tea, but for patrons only. We have my show, Two Spanners, One Hammer, which I host with Ray Borum, where we get one of you lot on to have a good conversation about West Ham plus other things. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat. Different tiers. Click on one, sign up through there. You get charged when you sign up and at the beginning of the month, because that's the way Patreon works. So the earlier you do it, the more bang for your buck you get. Any more help? Hey, hit me up. I'll more than happily talk you through it. But Big George is, of course, always the answer. Dean Ashton, circa 2004-05. I mean, that was unreal, wasn't it? Tony scored 2 to make it a third today. Tony, Halle. Don't do this to me, Alan. I can't deal with it. I don't need to think about it. Ivan Tony. What else are we saying if I scroll back up? Tony. Lots of people saying Tony. Get Halle back again. Don't do this to me. If you're an old school watch along person, you'll know. Just don't do this to me. And by old school, I mean pre-January. Clone Antonio times 10 Dream Strikers, then don't have to worry about injuries. That's a fair point. If you just get some sort of like conveyor belt going, then that'd be great. Darth Vader says no. It's very, very Darth Vader of you, sir. Hoslick and that guy. Fair enough. Darth Vader, though, comes back with Hoslick as well. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's why we're saying it. Wanky Chan would be a great addition to the squad. Sebastian Heller, oh wait. Armstrong, good shout. Danny Ings, if we get Champions League, wild. Just subscribe. Thank you, Callum. Appreciate that. And hey, actually, seeing as we're about 2.5 minutes away from kickoff, if you're new around here, subscribe. We will be live throughout the entire match. I'll be live up until halftime and a little bit in halftime before heading off to work. And Gio will be taking over from me. We'll then be live throughout the rest of the match, all the way till full time, when Gio and Gods will have a live review on this channel. So subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. I appreciate it if you're here. If you're going to watch the game now, I appreciate it as well. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you. Carol will be a great addition as well. I think Darth Vader's trolled me at this point. I can't lie to you. Meepo, fair. So would Crouch. Do you know what? I think Ivan Toney would be the one for me. I think Ivan Toney, I think he would be it depends on the price, but he looks like he has what it takes. And I want it to happen. I want it to happen. He seems to have everything David Moyes would want as well. So realistic, Ivan Toney would be a thing. Arsenal fan circle, Ray, good to see you. Cheer me up. Charlie, Arsenal lost today. I did hear, my friend did text me earlier on today about that. Hopefully, I can cheer you up with some nonsense. Give me Ray, what are you vibing? How are you feeling about a West Ham match? What are you thinking? Tell me your thoughts. If you were offered 60 mil and Lingard, would you take it? I'm assuming Steve means Rice. I'd be very tempted, yes. Almost certainly, actually, yes. Yeah, I mean, it depends how Lingard carries on, but almost certainly, yes. I can't lie, almost certainly, yes. But I did have to think about that. But almost certainly, yes. I don't know. Before or after you? I don't know. I'll say yes, but almost certainly. Lookman will score today. I mean, he's the main threat for Fulham. I think Lookman is so good. I really rate Lookman. He's not consistent enough yet, but he will. If he keeps getting there, it's going to be a ting. Are you or Gio singing the Champions League theme today if we win? Well, I won't be here when we win. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell Gio later. Well, ask me again at halftime when Gio's here. That way you can guilt him into it. That's the way you do it. You guilt him into it. We guilt him into it. So we're about to kick off. I need to pull it up on my phone because I forgot to until just now. I'd like to thank you all for joining us one more time. Brentford's scouting policy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I almost feel like just buy Brentford's team, if I'm being honest. Just take Brentford's team, you know? If we just get them confirmed. Now TV's loading for me. Get excited, everyone. I mean, they're so good, Brentford, and they've got their act together. And I feel like it's just a case of just make sure that, you know, if we can just farm from them. Like Ivan Toney has because he's fast, he's strong, he's good in the air as well, he's good on the floor. It's just one of those players where you look at him and you think he's got everything, and David Moyes sort of wants to have that strength about him, you know? He wants to have that strength about him, and I think that's what Ivan Toney has. That's why he's probably my first choice. Probably. Let me guess it's raining. Well, it is raining in London today. Let me guess it's raining, says Wally World. It is raining. I can confirm if I look out my window that it was raining today. So it would not surprise me if it was raining in Fulham as well. I'm not too far away, to be fair. Not too far. When Fulham goes down, should we look at Lookman? I believe Lookman's there on loan. I don't know. It depends what our attacking midfielder situation and winger situation looks like. I really like Lookman. If you gave me the opportunity to sign Look from West Ham, I'd be very much for it. But I don't know what our situation would look like. And I think he's on loan, so he might go back to whoever he's from, wherever he is. I want to say he's on loan from Leipzig, maybe. Or Everton, I can't remember. One or two. I might be wrong about that. The players have taken a knee on my screen. Just so you can just so if you're wondering how far behind I am, I'm going to be about a minute and a bit behind, I think. Players have taken a knee. Jesse Lingard to take kickoff for West Ham, and we're away. It's Fulham versus West Ham United in the Premier League, live from Craven Cottage, and I'm confident-ish. I'm going to get my headphones just so I can hear, just in case I need to see player names and whatnot. Because I watch it on my phone. I watch it on Now TV, the Now TV Premier League pass, Sky Sports pass, the one with Sky Sports Premier League, so I can watch the games because I can't afford Sky fully. So $7.99 a month is kind of in the affordable range, although there's not that many get out on there. There's stuff we don't need to talk about. Always hyped to see the King in. Charlie Boy, good to see you, sir. Good to see you, my B. Charlie Boy is of course my twin, living out in Brooklyn. I was looking around to see me. This is me speaking specifically to you now. My dad lived in Brooklyn when I was a kid for 6 months. I've probably told you this, but he lived in Brooklyn for 6 months when I was young. And I spent about half an hour the other night trying to find where it was on the map, on Google Street View. I wanted to see his old apartment, but I can't remember for the life of me where it was. I can't remember, but it was... And I went there once, and I want to go back. Also, just so you can show me pizza places, but, you know... Leipzig, Lookman, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know what their situation is, because he was obviously highly rated. We were linked to him. We almost bought him when he was at Charlton. We got a free kick on the edge of the area, by the way, in a very good position. Ben Rama standing over it with Cresswell. Cresswell hits it high and wide. It was a good effort, good try. Why not early on? Yeah, we were linked with Lookman really early on when he was at Charlton. When he first broke through, we were linked with him. I broke the story that we were linked with him for Breaks the Hammer, the SB Nation West Ham site, when I was writing for them. And I really wanted him at the time, but it was one of those situations where he was just too young and too raw. But I think you see it now. He's still that, but he might come good, you know? And that would be that. I mean, it would be, I think he's got the qualities. Clips, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Clips, you know when you take me out of context and you post me on the Discord? I know you're here usually, and what happens now is that every time I say something stupid, I deeps it and I go, oh, Clips could put it on the Discord later. And it's... I'm not against it. It's just stress. It's just stress. To be fair, it's always funny, so I don't mind. But I just remember every time I say anything, it just Fulham coming close, bounces about. Oh. It's not stress, and I'm fine with it. I need to make that clear. I am 100% fine with it. It's just every time I say literally anything out of context, my brain goes, "What if Clips puts that on Discord?" Is that a cheeky plug for Discord, which is in the top link in the description? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I think Ivan Toney and Antonio will be insane. I think that would be good. That would be good options to have. I don't know if anyone here has watched Ivan Toney, but I really think he's on it. I think he's a good player, man. He's another one of those people. They signed him from League One. I wouldn't have signed him straight from League One. Even though the signs were there, I wouldn't have signed him straight from League One. I think that jump's too much of a risk. But once you're doing well at Brentford, I'm like, okay, now we can have that conversation about signing him, you know? Now we can have that conversation. Loftus-Cheek's extra shot. I don't think it was Loftus-Cheek, actually. It was someone else. Blocked. Fulham are coming out of the block strong. Fulham coming out of the block strong here. I tell you what, I'm interested to see Bowen today. How Bowen deals with today is something I'm intrigued by. Will he manage to pull off everything he needs to? Like, I'm not saying Fredericks was amazing or anything, but he certainly has left some food for thought in that position. I'm not saying he was this incredible revelatory moment where he should be starting every game or anything like that. But it would be interesting to see whether or not we think about it in terms of, actually, I think going forward, Fredericks was surprisingly good. I think it just worked well, as opposed to just Bowen, who isn't bad by any stretch of imagination. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just, you know, what I realized there is I was just talking myself into a dead end. Sometimes when you do these things, you realize as you're saying stuff that it's going nowhere and you should just cut it off. That was one of those times. Good to see you, JJ Smith. How are you? I hope you're well. I watched him at Peterborough, Tony. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I watched him there a couple of times, and he looked really good, and obviously his stats were amazing. But taking that jump from League One to the Premier League would have been too big for me. I would have once it was clear he was going to the Championship regardless. I was like, okay, we'll see when it happens. And now he's there. That whisper bit had me. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. That sort of stuff. This is what I was talking about. Although, to be fair, that was funny. That was actually legit banger. I showed my girlfriend. She was on it. Fredericks was amazing. Right, King? I mean, listen, Wally would back me up. Wally would back me up on this. Wally would 100% back me up. What's your opinion on Edge winning the Rumble? It's one of those ones where I would have zero problem with it if they consistently built and proved that they could build young stars. And the thing about the Women's Rumble is that was my favorite thing about it. Seeing Bianca win, it was a huge moment for her. And it's basically put her onto another plane, on another level. And it's frustrating that the Men's Rumble still went with like quite an old established final couple of people. I wouldn't have had a problem with it if they had built other people in the meantime. But the fact they hadn't is like, that's the bit I've got more of a problem with rather than Edge itself. Because I think Edge versus Roman or Edge versus Drew, whichever one they decide to go with, will be a great match. And to be honest, I hope it probably will end up being. Well, I don't know. It'll be a great match either way. But yeah, that's my problem with it. But I mean, it's Edge. Edge is great, isn't he? Edge is a banger. What's your opinion on rugby in Six Nations? Because England is England. Do you know what? I don't know. I know basically next to nothing about rugby. When it's the Rugby World Cup, I'll watch England matches occasionally, but I know next to nothing. I used to play it when I can't even remember what position I played, but I did used to play it in secondary school because I'm big. But I don't watch it enough. I don't watch it enough, depressingly. Tell you what, Fulham are starting well here. Fulham are starting well. They're asking questions of West Ham's defence, and the answers aren't. I'm not too confident about the answers so far. I'm not too confident about the answer. So. What happened to Mike? Mike's still around. Mike pops into the live chat every so often. He's just busy. He's just got a lot of stuff on his plate, so he can't do videos at the moment, unfortunately for him. But he's around. He pops into the live chat every so often. When he pops into mine, I always get very excited because I do love Mike. He's just busy. He's got stuff on, so it's just a case if he can't do it, unfortunately. But when it does happen, it's going to be sick. It is going to be sick because he's a good lad. Stat on the screen currently showing the action areas 6% in Fulham's third, which shows a lot. Shows a lot of how this game has begun. Fulham are looking very bright, which is weird because usually we're the ones who come out brighter of the two sides. But it is. Shave your beard before you curse us, Scott. I apologize, Scott. I just forgot. I was going to do it today when I woke up, but I woke up late and then I had a lot of stuff to deal with for work later on, and it got me scared. It got me shook. I can't lie to you. I wanted to. I had all the intention of doing it, and I will do it for the next match. If I don't, you're more than welcome to come and have a pop at me for not doing it. What I just need to do is I forgot to change the color, so I need to do that very quickly. Hey, listen. I'm slightly warmer, is what I'd say. And I need that today. Aka Harry, are we actually going to see the game? You can if you watch it, mate. Don't know what to tell you. You can if you watch it, mate. There is a link in the description below called Discord. If you click on that and join that, our Discord, there's loads of links. There's loads of links in there for you to watch it. 5 even. Go and have a look. What provided by the wonderful Jim Stebbins, Ginge. Go and have a gander. And then get involved in the chat. How do you feel? I think God hat-trick can come in. I wish it happens. I really do. He was so good in the last game. So if he manages to do it again, it'd be a grand old time. Where was that one? Thoughts on Manchester United, said Soham. I think it's, how do I word this? They were really, do you know what? I think Ollie's built something quietly there that is very exciting. And I think is it too early for them to win the title this year? Probably. I mean, City have come alive all of a sudden and gone supernova, but they're close. They're closer than they have been for a long time. And I think it shows that sometimes if you stick with your manager, then it works out for the long term. I think they've bought very well. I think they've got a lot of exciting players, and I don't know. They're fun. They're quite fun to watch. Is it too early for them to win a title? Maybe potentially, but they're flipping close. And they'll probably run it close this year, and I suspect next year will be another situation where they run it close again. And I like Ollie. I can't lie to you. I do like Ollie. Fulham look good tonight. They do. I agree. They've started much the brighter of the two teams. They're really pushing it now. Like I said, that we've got a good spell of possession here. We've crossed the ball across, looking for Ben Rama, who controls it. To be fair, Ben Rama, what control that is. Cresswell, that's a great ball. Cross, hit. It's close. Bowen almost gets there at the far post. Do you know what? That was a really good opportunity. The ball cross from Cresswell from the left-hand side was really good. So the initial cross comes from Souček on the right, completely over everyone's head. But Ben Rama's touch there was... then Cresswell whips it back across in basically the perfect position and the perfect manner, and almost gets there. Bowen, Antonio was there as well, and then Souček right at far post couldn't quite get there. A good opportunity after a rocky start. You'll have to see it. A good opportunity after a rocky start. You'll have to see it. Why did the game start earlier than it was supposed to kick off? Did it? I thought it kicked off at 1:30 on the dot. I didn't know. No. It's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Callum. Enjoy yourself. It's also my friend's birthday, which I need to think about. But enjoy yourself. Happy birthday and that. Any live stream links, sir? Discord below. Click on that. There's a place called Stream Links. There's 5 options for you to watch the game for every single West Ham game on there. Have a click, have a join. Enjoy yourself. don't think Lingard touched the ball yet, to be honest. Neither do I. I can't remember him touching the ball. You've got to say Fulham have started well, don't you? You've got to say Fulham have started definitely the brighter of the two teams, and they're starting to create. They're not really creating too much. We're sitting deep and sort of soaking it up relatively well, but they've certainly been in charge, and that's sort of reduced Lingard's role somewhat. Why are we playing in the home kit? Says Has. I think it's just because it doesn't clash with the white kit, so why not? That'd be my guess. I almost bought the third kit the other day, when the deal was going around, the 17 quid deal, I wanted and almost bought the third kit. Would have been the first kit I've bought since 14-15. I was just too slow. But I could have been sitting here wearing it. As I drop everything. Ignore me for a second. I'm trying to find a more useful position to put the phone so I can watch it more intently. Because watching on the phone is such a stress. I wish I had more money so I could just afford Sky. Come on, stay. I think we're all right for now. We'll see how that ends up. Hello, Jed. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Don't spam. I'm a Man United fan who went to watch Lingard. Welcome. I think we're all excited to watch Jesse Lingard, to be fair. So come get involved. How do you feel about Jesse Lingard's move to West Ham? How are you vibing that? What happened to the kit sale? It's done. They sold out, I think. I think they only got a certain amount and then they sold out of them in 12 hours. I wanted to get on it and I was umming and ahhing the entire day and just flopped. The black kit West Ham, see, that was the one that I was going to buy, the black and gold one. But yeah, I was just too slow. Lucas Oliver says he's a Fulham fan. Welcome, Lucas. How do you feel about the way Fulham have set up today? How do you feel about the game? What's your score prediction? Let me know. Nick Byrne, score prediction. I didn't give one, did I? I didn't give one. What do I feel? How do I feel? I'll tell you what, I'm slightly less confident after Fulham's bright start. I will say that. But if you were to ask me before the game, I would have said 2-1 to West Ham. So I'll stick with that. I'll say 2-1 to West Ham, even though that would have been before I've seen Fulham start so brightly. I think that's probably fair. I'm a Man City fan here to see Liverpool come out of the top four. Ben, I hope we can provide. Whether we do or we don't, I don't know, but I hope we do. Cross into the box, easy collected. Fulham have definitely been the better team so far. I got one with on the back with Suchek 28. Nice. I would have got 15 Dawson, let's be real. Knowing me, I would have 15 Dawson. Since 14-15 for that old. I mean, it's just the last time I bought a shirt. It was also the last time I had a season ticket. No, wait, hang on. No, I literally had a season ticket last year. Apart from the season before last, it was the last time I had a season ticket that I bought. That was a Hammers Chat one, to be fair. Yeah, I just like that kit. It was the one with the white lines across it. Pen kit. I had 24 Cole on the back because I'm an idiot. If I'd get a good number on the name and number of the kit this time, it would be 15 Dawson. Let's not get it twisted. 2-2 says, oh, okay, that's a fair thing. I think you've started really well, so I think that's a fair comment. Perfect club for Lingard to get more game time. I agree. I think it's the right level club for him. I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United, unfortunately. I think people batter him because of that. Whereas in reality, I think he's good enough for West Ham. I think he's good enough for your Europa League team, certainly. It's just a case about him getting, all I think. 3-1 West Ham says L. 1-0 West Ham. I really like the black kit. Yeah, same. It's kind of paying. 3-1 West Ham. Ben Rama goal. 4-1 West Ham. 2-1 Fulham, actually. Lookman and Robertson. All right, fair. That's also fair. Like I said, I think you have started definitely the better of the two teams. I'm interested to see if you can keep it up, but definitely, I think that's a fair point. This one should have bagged the shot. I know. I was looking at it literally all day. I woke up to a text from Gio with the link. This was before he tweeted out saying, "Yo, if you want one, get on this." And I replied to him. I was like, "Is this legit?" He's like, "Yep, bought from them before." And I was like, oh, "Okay, fair." And I spent all day umming and ahhing. Then I was in the Discord talking about it, and I was umming and ahhing. And I just took too long to do it. Chuck's a few a bit nervous. Yeah, I am. I'm equally a bit concerned. Although Ben Rama's on the attack here. Ben Rama's just good. He gets bullied off the ball there, but he's just a good player, isn't he? I've also got what do you call it? I've got an ulcer on the inside of my thing. I've just found because now my face hurts. I'm nervous now. I'm a lot more nervous than I was. Am I the only Fulham? Are there any more Fulham fans? Any more Fulham fans in the chat? Lucas would like to know. We will be mostly West Ham, of course, because it's a West Ham channel. But you're more than welcome. Lucas. Subscribe while you're here. Like the video. Why not? You know what I mean? It's one of the best memes. I just love it. It's just, I'm going to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. It's so good. Oh, it just makes me happy. Stretch Armstrong. What is the difference between Tottenham and a book? I don't know, Stretch. What is the difference between Tottenham and a book? And I hope I can say the punchline out loud. Because if it's something, then I won't be able to. Fulham getting a little bit deeper now. We're starting to get on the ball a little bit more, starting to force them back. And they're still counter-attacking pretty well, but we're starting to get a little bit more into this game. This is certainly feeling a little bit more like a previous West Ham game as opposed to the one against Aston Villa. I want to see Lingard get on the ball more. I want to see him do his thing a bit more. We'll see. A book has a there we go. A book has a title. Thank Christ I was able to say it. I was concerned. I shouldn't have opened that Pandora's box, but I did, and here we are. A book has a title. Congratulations, Stretch. That was a banger. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ, it was close. Headed away by Fulham from the corner, playing back around the box. West Ham, Bowen lofts it in. Oh, that's a good pass. Cresswell to Ben Rama. Cresswell with a little no-look, like slotted through ball. Rice hits it, save. I'll tell you what, that was a great pass by Aaron Cresswell to find Ben Rama there. He sees the movement from him. This is the stuff we haven't been doing too much of. We're starting to find that little bit of sauce in that final third, and I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. I can't lie to you. Loving that. Needs a Moyes masterclass for the FPL. I hope for your sake, Ben. I hope for your sake. Do you know what? Here's the thing. I don't hate Spurs. I don't have time to hate anyone. I really don't have time to hate anyone. It's like, it's long. I can't be arsed. Yes, Peach. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're well. And I hope Toronto's treating you good, bruv. Did you vote Dawson for Player of the Month and Moyes for Manager of the Month? I voted him for Player of the Month. I didn't know Moyes was also up for it. I would have voted for him if I knew. But I did vote for Dawson. You are damn correct. Of course I did. The second I saw it, I was bang, bang, let's go. Let the people know. Dawson for Player of the Month. Come on now. Let's start on that kit. It's a shame, innit, John? Because it's such a good kit. It's the best one. It's my favorite one we've done in a while. I wish I'd jumped on it, but I was too tentative. I was too scared. Will you do a Man United watch along? When we face Man United, I will be, yes. On Tuesday night, I will be doing a West Ham versus Manchester United watch along for the FA Cup, of course. Come on. I will be doing that one, yes. Hope to see you there. Ayush? I'll say Ayush. Hope to see you there, my friend. Hope to see you there. Subscribe so you don't miss out. if it's anything like the Villa game, no one will score till the second half. You know, that's a fair point. I'm fine. Listen, if the results at the end, then I don't really care. If the results at the end, I don't really care. I feel a lot more comfortable if we scored earlier, but fair. I think we are growing into this game now at this point, actually. I think we're moving. Early stages, I was very nervous, but Fulham have taken their foot off the gas just a little bit, and we're still sort of pushing as we were. I think this is a good opportunity now. We're getting closer and closer to creating some really good chances. Nothing unreal yet, but closer and closer to the point where we might be doing something a bit dangerous, you know, a bit dangerous. But we see. I see you, Peach. I see you, legend. FIFA card would be so sweaty, mate. I would start playing FIFA again. I'd start playing Ultimate Team again in the aim of getting Big Craigie in the team. Oh, man. What a man. He's underrated. 74. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Is the third kit sold out or just gone back to the original price? Just the original price. There was a sale on a website called M&M Direct, where they were selling the kit, all three of the kits for £17. And that sale was just done now. That sale is just done now, unfortunately. They're showing Josh Maja, of course, a former West Ham target several times, who've signed on loan from Bordeaux for Fulham. I'll be interested to see if he comes on, what he can do. But yes, John, so they're just back to the original price now. It was specifically on that website. They were sold out. They were selling for 17 quid, and they're all sold out now, so they're gone. I'm sure if it pops up again, we'll tweet about it like we did last time. Hammers_chat. But yeah. Unfortunately, back to the original. There you go. Peach knows. Hit the like button, guys. It gives you a good feeling, good warm feeling inside, knowing that you've helped. You've done some good, you know. You've done some good. I'll appreciate it. Gio appreciate it. Gonzo appreciate it. The chat would appreciate it. Yeah, just get involved, you know. Listen to Peach. Peach is a smart person. He knows. It gives you good vibes. It gives you good vibes. I like the white kit from last year. I'm not a fan of the neckline and the black kit. Yeah, that's my problem with it as well, is the neckline. I really like the white one. I actually looked because that website is also still selling that white kit for way cheaper, just not in my size, aka fat boy size. So unfortunately, I can't get it. But I looked at it and thought about that as well, because that white kit is real nice. Quick corner taken by Jesse Lingard. Cresswell, Lingard plays it in. Back post looking for Souček. Just over. Great opportunity, though. Good work. Good quick corner. I love that. Like, don't get me wrong. Usually a short corner is annoying, but to take it quick. And there was clearly a plan there, because Souček was running and Lingard found him as well. The 1-2 between Cresswell and Lingard. And look, he looks up first time, puts it into a great position to check Souček. He's seen him. He's found him. He's picked him out. That's great vision. Great cross. It's just not quite happened, but love that. Love that. I'm a Sunderland Fulham fan. I don't know. It's weird. Fair enough. Who do you prefer? Do you prefer Fulham or Sunderland? Do you prefer Fulham or Sunderland? You're looking at if it's going to get the youth kit without a Betway. The youth kit without a Betway is good. The kit without a Betway just looks better, doesn't it? It just does. It just does. Play bubbles on the piano. I can't play bubbles on the piano. I could try and learn it. I'm not very I'd probably flop. It would just be sad. It'd also be, the stream would just be someone with their back quite far away, and I'd have to pull it across. Excuses. You know, it's like excuses. What's the score? Says Aaron. It is 0-0. It is 0-0. 0-0. Fulham started off the better of the two teams, but West Ham started to come into it and started to create a little bit here. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the actual full-on stats. I'd be quite interested to see how many shots each team have pulled off at this point, you know? Let's go. We're looking up who scored here. Well, Fulham have had 5, we've had 4. We've had 1 shot on target. Fulham haven't had any yet. Fulham have had 1 shot off target, but 4 of them have been blocked, to be fair. And the 1 shot on target, I believe, was Declan Rice. Yeah, it was Declan Rice. Interesting. But there you go. I'm just going to keep an eye on the stats. Keep an eye on the stats. Jesse Lingard with 100% pass completion. So has Ben Rama, to be fair. That's where I am. Mike Dean is the official. I didn't even notice. I tend not to take good. I like an eye on the referees. I just sort of ignore it, and whatever happens. Yeah. What's the pop figure? I'm glad you asked, Haz. Glad you asked. I have to de-wire myself so I can get across there, and I'll take my phone with me just in case we score, so I can see. It is. Hang on. It is Apex Legends. It's Lifeline from Apex Legends, who's my main on Apex Legends. Bought for me by the wonderful, undeniable, unbeatable IFAS32, FIFA YouTuber extraordinaire. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Young Tom from the previously of the watch-alongs. He bought it for me for Christmas. And I told him it would always be in the background of videos that I do. So Lifeline. Not the only one. I've got a bunch of others, but they're at my mum's house currently. Because when I moved here, I left them all because I had to pick and choose what I was taking. So I don't have all my other ones. I've got a bunch of other ones. Miranda from Mass Effect 2. Sarah Manning from Orphan Black. Daniel Bryan off of The Wrestling. I've got a bunch of other ones, but yeah, this is the one I have here. Lifeline from Apex Legends. Apex Legends. Move that around. There we go. How's Antonio playing, sis? He's fine. I think he's struggling to get into the game a lot. But I think, to be fair, I think we have quite a lot. I wouldn't say he's playing badly by any stretch of the imagination. It's just not been the greatest game you've ever seen, you know? Not been the greatest game you've ever seen. What are you eating today? See, I had... You guys wouldn't have seen it because I was just... It was when the build-up show was happening. I was eating in the background. I had... Ready for this? Cheeky share box. I did share them, in case you want to make a fat joke. I did share them. Did I eat 14 of them? Maybe, but I share them, yes, and that's the important bit. That's the important bit. If you could put any vendor in the London Stadium, what would it be? That is an unreal question. Ray, chill yourself. If I could put any vendor, what would it has to be something I'd actually go out my way. Because the thing is, I don't buy food or drink when I'm at the stadium. I get food and drink beforehand, and then once I'm in the ground and stuff, I don't drink and have anything until I'm back out of the ground, just because it's so expensive. So it'd have to be something I would actually go for, or a Tesco. Just put a Tesco in, get a meal deal. Have a meal deal with your match. There you go. What would you put? That's a great question for the chat. What vendor would you put in the London Stadium if you could? Arthur straight in, Nando's big, fish and chips. Listen, if you could put any in, what would you put in? Lifeline. She's my main. Yeah, my G. She's got a little robot. She's cool G. Big things and that. Who do you think the best manager in the Premier is at the moment? It's either Pep or Klopp for me. I prefer Klopp. That's my favourite. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be one of those two. Who missed the Godfather from WWE? He pops up every now and again. He pops up the other month, didn't he? With his definitely okay in this day and age. Gimmick. Toby Isaacs. Big. Put a vegan stall in. That's fair. Actually, I'd probably buy vegan stuff. That's a fair point. Hemp stall. What would it sell? A harvester stand. Gotta be a cheeky. It's gotta be a cheeky Nando's. I don't go there often, but when I do, it's good. A crepe stand. Oh, yes, get a mild Dutch in there. A mild Dutch. Now we're talking. I've changed my mind. Mild Dutch. As much as I want a meal deal, get a mild Dutch. Got enough crepe stands already. I mean, there are quite a lot. None of which I go to. There are quite a lot. That's why I'm thinking of Tesco. Nice and affordable. You know? Nice and affordable. I'm surprised there isn't an Ann Summers. I mean, with our owners, it's a shock. It's a shock. Greetings from the Netherlands, says Nick. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's have a little scroll down and see what else people are saying. Pie and mash. Ancelotti's the best. Actually, Ancelotti's a great shout. I've tried to click it. Ancelotti is a great shout. Makes tasty earth. Is that a vegan place? Fair. Do I watch NBA? Not as often as I should. I do love basketball, but not as often as I should. I used to play it more. I used to play NBA Street Volume 2 all the time. Not what you asked, but it's the answer I'm giving you. I don't watch it enough, unfortunately. I do not watch it enough. Cleared away. It's a good opportunity from Fulham there. Worked their way down the left-hand side. Pulled it across along the floor, but it was a good clearance. Good clearance. Souček first goal. Me, that would be hype. Did you enjoy the Rumble? I did. I very much enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. The women's one especially, but the whole show I thought top to bottom was pretty freaking good. I thought the Drew Goldberg match was as good as it probably could have been. I thought the women's Royal Rumble was great. I was concerned halfway through, but I think it got really good by the end. Owens Reigns was brilliant, and then the men's one was really good as well. Fair. Tesco Mildews are elite. They are elite. I strongly agree with that. What's big things that gal with a ponytail one was like Bianca Belair is great. She's sick. She's properly sick. Barbecue stand that does barbecue nachos. All my favorite at games. A barbecue nacho I've never had, but it sounds like an unreal selection. It sounds like an unreal selection actually. Now you said it. A Nathan's pie and mash. Old school. You got to go for it for the historical value for the people. Antonio does well to keep that in. Plays it across. Good cut out. Do you know what? Antonio did really well there. And if that ball wiggled through, we would have had a grand old chance there. What do you think about the West Ham owners? I think they are. Lookman. Ooh, close. What do I think of them? I think they are. I think they need to leave very strongly. It's a good opportunity for Fulham. Cutting from the right hand side. Lookman finds the ball in the centre, hits it with his left foot from inside the D. I tell you what, it would have had to have been special to have scored from there like that, but it was a good opportunity. He just drags it wide a little bit. And it's another opportunity for Fulham. I think they're trash. I think they need to go. I conversely don't have as much problems with Karen Brady as everyone else does, because I think she just is doing what the people above her tell her to do. She wouldn't have that job if they didn't think she was doing a good job. And that's the problem, the people upstairs. So, I think we've got to wait until 2023. Once they can go, they will. It's my opinion. If you could put a statue outside the ground, what would it be and why? Jordan Hugel. I mean, if it's an actual plausible one and not Jordan Hugel, which is obviously the correct answer. Noble, I guess, but it's a bit weird because he's still playing. Who's not playing who deserves a statue? Who's not playing who deserves a statue? I don't know if I would put any. Did they ever end up moving the Bobby Moore one there? They didn't, did they? So probably that one, I guess, is the answer. But, I don't know. Frey Bentos. Mate, L.Dot's coming up with all the big shouts. A steak and kidney Frey Bentos is just the pinnacle. Just the pinnacle. A Greg Stall. Oh, Alan. Alan's won the prize. Congratulations, Alan. Yes. A Greg Stall would be the one. Their vegan sausage rolls are good and they are cheap. That's true. Yes, Alan. I also had a Greg's yesterday. I don't have the thing there anymore, but I did have a Greg's yesterday. I'm fat. Would you take the Glazers at West Ham above our owners? Yeah, I'll take anyone. The only people I would not take at West Ham compared to our owners currently are the basically oil-rich Saudi Arabian people who have got their money through incredibly dodgy needs. They're the only ones who I would not take at West Ham over the current ownership. Come on. He's David Moyes' man. He's better than Varane. We've got Dawson. Craigie Dawson. He's just a beautiful man. A Craigie Dawson statue is the answer, isn't it? Really. He's still playing. Ginger Pele, fair play. Fair shout, fair shake. Frey Benson, nasty. What? Wah, 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 wah. How dare you? Fulham, another good opportunity. How dare you? Wah, wah. Caballero controls the ball down, tries to play it back across, was looking for Lookman, which couldn't quite get there. Wow, he's just insane. KFC stand, I mean, another big thing. Just a big cheeky popcorn chicken at halftime. You know, why not? Would you accept foreign owners with deep pockets that have no association with the club? Yes, I would. Again, like I said, the only people who I wouldn't accept would be people who've earned their money through dubious means, such as like oil barons have terrible human rights records. That sort of stuff. I don't like that sort of stuff, but literally anyone else I would take, especially compared to our current ownership. I think the only right answer is a Gonzo statue. I don't know how I would be able to cope with that. I don't know how I would be able to cope with that, but still. Fulham are looking good. I agree they are. I think we had a strong sort of 15-minute spell there where they sort of had sat back a bit more than us, and we were starting to create a bit more, but coming out of their shell a little bit again here, Fulham. And it's giving me pause for thought. I'll stick with my 2-1, even though I didn't say it until as the game was going. But at the same time, I think they've been the better of the two sides. That would be my opinion anyway. Mike Ashley is owner. Again, over our owners, I would take him. Because I think at least he tries. He's crap, but I think at least at times he tries. He's at times put stuff in place to make stuff succeed. We're just trash. I think you would see it'd be like last summer again. You get a crowd of people ripping it down and throwing it into the canals at the Olympic Park. I don't know if that's a good idea, although it might be quite cathartic for the fan base. Just having a little look at just trying to catch up with the chat because it's moving so fast. I can't keep up. So you get all the desserts. Fair. I don't eat cream, but I can respect anything that just brings, a bit different. Fulham have definitely stepped up yet again here. Definitely been the better of the sides. It's surprising to me that they've actually played so well, if I'm being honest. I didn't think it would have happened, but they have definitely looked the better of the sides. They've sort of. Do you know what? I respect Scott Parker a lot. I think he's played the right style of football. I think he's played the right type of football in general. Lookman almost gets through. I think he's done well. I think he's been sort of forcing his way into a better situation. He's not kept the usual. You have to start defending for your lives and all this other stuff that when teams usually come into the Premier League and they don't survive. And he might suffer for it. He might lose his job. Fulham might get relegated. I don't know yet. I think it's too early to tell, but they obviously have been on the lesser side of the teams in the league, right? But you look at today and you're seeing plenty of signs. Caballero header save Fabianski. You're seeing signs where it could happen. It could 10,000% happen. They could survive. They're playing well. They're putting us into awkward positions. And to be frank, they're sort of mostly in control of the game. I'd be interested to see where most people have how much we've had compared to them. I mean, looking at the heat maps looking at West Ham's heat map right now. In fact, I could probably pull it up. Looking at West Ham's heat map right now, you can see here we've not got forward that much. Look how deep it is averaging for us now. Obviously, they're not super far forward anyway. It's just seeing two counter-attacking teams here, but look at that. That's pretty specific. For us. And I think that's the wrong button. That's what I'm going to press. I think it's a case of I just think they've been the better of the two sides, which is frustrating because I think we could have come into this and really should have been putting it in a different frame where we're the ones where they're having to counteract against us, whereas we've mostly been sat and sort of just absorbing it a little bit. And I'm not super keen on that. Again, I don't know whether they can keep that up for the second half. I think that's a different question entirely, but But I'm looking at it and I'm saying, do you know what? They have been the better of the two sides. They've had more touches. They've had more shots. They've had more possession. They've had more pass success. I mean, the only things that we significantly beat them in really are aerial duels 1, surprisingly. That's because they've only won 3 and Antonio by himself won 4 and Souček's won 6. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I think this should be a game where we can step to them and do a bit more. But again, Fulham just have another opportunity here. I tell you what, if Fulham are going to rue this, Fulham are really going to rue this. They've had 7 shots so far, Fulham, and if they don't come away with at least a point here, and I think if they'd be disappointed if it wasn't a win, I don't know. Kufal struggles today. Yeah, I agree with that. I think you look at it and you say, well, Kufal struggled because mainly, I mean, Lookman has been a problem for him. And everyone down the left has been, you've seen Robinson getting forward, who's very fast. He's basically there. Fredericks, if you want to put it that way. You've got Lookman out on that side as well. They're just, Fulham are all right, man. Fulham are doing all right. I'm surprised at how well they're doing it, but the defending is not tight enough. It's giving Fulham too much space to make things happen. Very worrying. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Ionix. I would 100% agree with that. Listen, I'm just good, you know? I'm chatting, obviously. I'm completely chatting bollocks. I'm completely chatting nonsense here. Cordova Reed's going for it right before half-time here, trying to dribble his way through. Tell you what, we've been surprisingly a bit open at the back as well. We're not usually as open. And don't get me wrong, their shots aren't... They've only had 1 shot on target, right? They've had 4 blocked, and some of those might have been on target, but they've actually only had 1 shot on target. But the fact they're getting so many compared to us is the worrying thing, here. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what would you change at halftime to change this up? As the halftime whistle goes, what would you change? How would you change this up? What would you do differently? Would you make some subs? Who would you sub? Let me know in the chat. What are you thinking? How do you pull this around? How do you change this around? Because you've got to say, Fulham probably feel like they've had the better chances there and might be a little bit disappointed to not be up. Might be a little bit disappointed to leave up. Yes, I will have to leave, unfortunately. I will leave momentarily. Once Gio gets here, we'll have a little conversation and I'll bust out and get ready for work. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It is what it is. We've got to come out in the second half. We've got to do something different. How would you change it up? Let me know. What are you thinking? What are you thinking subs-wise? What are you vibing? If you want to know what the bench is as well, just in case, I'll pull that out for you. You go, there is the bench. There is the bench. Take Bowen off, put on Fornals. Okay. Bring on Noble for Bowen and go 4-3-3. Lingard and Benrahma close to, okay. I can see your logic. I can see your logic, certainly. Swap wingers, take off Souček for Fornals. Taking off swap wingers, so put them around different ways. And okay, I see what you're saying. It's a bold one, but I see what you're saying, definitely. Rice or someone else needs to sit on Loftus-Cheek. He only seems to show up against us. He's got into the game more and more as it's gone on. I think he's an interesting player, Loftus-Cheek. I can't quite tell whether I'm super into him or not. Would I take him? Yes, I would. Would I take him? Yes, I would. But I don't know. It's an interesting one. But of course, because it's you, I will inherently back it because Alan is always correct. Schizo Base, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're well. We can't keep holding the ball for longer than 5 seconds. It's been a struggle. All the chances have come through Cresswell and Lingard on the left. There's not a threat in the box. They've been working well together, I felt like they've worked well together. Benrahma as well in that sort of collection of players. I think they've done well enough anyway. Take Lingard off, bring on Fornals. I assume then you'd put Benrahma in the centre, unless you'd want Fornals centrally. I'd be interested to know what you thought about it. Interesting shout. He's going to have to give them a hair dry. We've been struggling, and some people thought we'd win 4 or 5-0. Listen, James, no comment. Harry Parker, get Bowen off. I was sort of thinking the same thing, you know. I can't say that I wasn't. I was sort of thinking the same thing. Maybe for Fredericks. Why are you going? I've got work, Ray. Listen, you're a patron. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. But yeah, I've got work. I've got work to do, unfortunately. Very depressingly. I'd rather sit here and do this, or would I? Who knows? Fredericks for Bowen. Antonio for Yarmolenko. I tell you what, given we've got Man United on Tuesday, the longer this goes on, the more likely I think you are to see Yarmolenko come from Antonio. That's actually a good point, because I think Antonio will play the Man United game. So actually, maybe taking off and bringing on Yarmolenko, bringing on... Do you know what? I think that might be the answer, Adam. You know what? I think that might be the answer. I don't know what you're talking about, Rebecca. Shh. Glenn Kitely is here. Glenn, good to see you, my friend. Since we didn't win, we just get the 3 points, boys. I'm here for now. A goal is coming. Glenn, I hope for the sake of God that you are correct. Gio Mackie.
How you doing?
Good to see you, sir. Look at you. Someone got a delivery while the match was going on.
I was wearing this in the build-up.
Where were you? Sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see it in the build-up.
Going this morning, yeah, got a little cheeky delivery, Charlie.
I saw the morning show, but I didn't see the...
Are you wearing a Christmas jumper?
Yes. Yes, I am. Proudly.
Why are you wearing a Christmas jumper? Is that your smart jumper?
Because it's cold. No, it's just cold. I should... Do you know what it is? Because you know what's going on, and some people in the chat who are in the Patreon know what's going on. All my other jumpers have wrestling stuff on them, and I don't want to come across like a complete maniac. So I've just gone with the one jumper that's... Huh?
You said maniac. I think you mean sad.
No, more maniac because of what's happening. We all know I'm sad regardless. That's not a problem.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you.
How do you feel about match?
Oh, it's boring, isn't it? Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, we could do with Jesus because we need a striker. But it's been slow, hasn't it? Parker's done his homework on us. I think Fulham are playing really well, actually. I think Fulham had a better team in the first half. I was going to say that we'll get onto that in a second. I was going to say that I think Moy, they've caught us out by switching to 4 at the back. But before the game, Moy said when he got asked about Fulham playing 3 at the back, he said, "I don't think they will be. I think they'll be playing 4 at the back." So Moyes was right; they are playing 4 at the back, which would insinuate we are prepared for Fulham playing with this formation. But it doesn't look like we are. Moyes might have known they're playing 4 at the back, but it doesn't look like our team was ready for them for playing 4 at the back. They look like the better side, Charlie. Ruben Loftus-Cheek seems to turn up against Declan Rice for some reason. I think Declan Rice sort of bullied him at Chelsea or something, because he just turns into a monster when he plays Rice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he looks about 8 foot tall.
It's weird, isn't it? It is weird how it's so night and day. Because usually I think he's an all right player. Don't get me wrong. I think Loftus-Cheek's a decent enough player. But for some reason, I don't know why. It's just when he's up against Rice, Rice just can't deal with it. And I don't understand why. I can't get my head around it.
Turned into a monster. Out he comes. So, listen, it's 0-0. That's not a good half for us. I think Park will be happy with that. He'll be just saying to keep going. The goals coming. But Fabianski's not really had a save to make yet for as good as they've looked. But this is what I've seen from Fulham all season. They look good. They just don't get points. And this is the problem. This should be 1-0 up. Or if I was a Fulham fan, I'd be thinking we should be 1-0 up right now. They've been a bit the better side. But we can't really get too much worse than that, to be honest with you. While they've been good, we've been pretty bad. So I expect us to get a bit better. And this is why Fulham are where they are in the league. They're not taking what they are creating. They're not making the most of being on top. They're playing good football, but they're not creating good chances. And there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, because I was looking at the stats, right? And although they've had 8 shots, only one of them has actually been on target. Like everyone.
All right,
every other
Charlie,
team
calm down. This is a bit fancy. What's this? This is like Monday Night Football.
I'm just look. I'm Gio.
Let me load up paint and start drawing some arrows behind the shop.
I would be hyped if you did, and you know I would be. You know I love me some paint. But yeah, like they've only had one shot on target. Like the rest have been blocked. They've been creating the better of the opportunities. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a case of
go back to who scored. I'm pretending I'm touching screen. I'm just going to click chalkboard at the top here, and then I'm just going to go to touches down the bottom. I'm going to click on touches. And let's have a look at the West Ham team. Look, Jared Bowen, 13 touches of the ball. That is what Bowen has had. So I'm going to just click select all and then click Jared Bowen. And this is where Jared Bowen's touched the ball. Look at it. That's where he's touched the ball. It's not good enough for a right winger. He's touched the ball 1, 2, 3, 7 times in our half. One of them was a shot. He's touched the ball in our half just as much in the Fulham's half. It's not good enough. We might as well have just played Ryan Fredericks. Ryan Fredericks was less defensive than that.
So this is what I was to defend. I asked people just before you came on, like, what kind of changes would they think to change it up? And in my head, I was thinking Fredericks or Bowen is maybe the answer. But then my brain went back and went, but do I save Fredericks at right wing for the Man United game? Which is a wild thing to be thinking about. But it kind of is. I don't know. He's just not been...
I think we've got Charlie, I think we've got to decide about Antonio. Are we going to leave him on for the game or are we going to take him off for Tuesday? He looks knackered already. He looks absolutely.
He does that every. He looks knackered every game he plays. Though.
Oh, but he's looked really bad tonight. He's looked really bad. This is why we needed Meepo on the bench. So at least we had a striker on the bench to bring on. We don't have that. It'll be Yarmolenko that comes on for him. I mean, it's sort of like square pegs, round holes kind of thing. It's just a bit frustrating, really. It's frustrating. I think it's because we know we've got a good chance to create a little bit of something this season overall, but we need to get 3 points today to do that. A draw's not. It's good enough. A draw's okay in the grand scheme of things, but if you want to qualify for European football, we've got to be ruthless, and we've got to be ruthless here. I'm quite hopeful, actually. I still think we'll win.
I mean, Bowen will score now. Listen, Ray, if he scores because we've criticised him, then I'm going to keep criticising him because it'd be useful. I'm totally okay with that. Jared, you're rubbish. You're never going to score in a million years. Let's see if that helps. If that helps, I'm fine with it. I agree. I think someone else brought this up. I can't remember who it was, but said Yarmolenko for Antonio because of that exact thing. It's like, I don't know. I was confident coming into this one. And then I looked at the teams and I was even more confident because I felt I don't think this is Fulham's strongest side.
No.
They're missing some people in there, Anguissa is the big one specifically. And I'm like, do you know what? We should be able to go, no, we're stepping to you right now. And it's just not.
No, I think Fulham's been a slightly better team. I think that's the thing they've got. I haven't really seen Lamina much for Fulham today, to be honest with you. I think the reason he's a bit more defensive than Anguissa. Anguissa likes to get forward and dribble and stuff, and I think he's put him in there so that they can have 3 attacking midfielders. Yeah. But the good thing is, the small good thing is, I still stand by what I said before the game. That is, a draw is not enough for Fulham today. Fulham have got to go for it. They're prior to kickoff, 9 points behind Burnley. You can't. A draw is a good result for them, but it's not a good result in terms of staying up. But it's not enough. They need to go for the win here, and I think that's why they've gone 4-2-3-1. And I think at some point, if it's 0-0, I think Parker might be inclined to take off the Mina and put on Anguissa, and that will sort of help us a little bit because the middle of the pitch is very congested right now. They're picking up Lookman, Loftus-Cheek and Bobby Reid keep dropping in behind Rice and Solchek and too far in front of our defence, so that we're not marking them. They keep getting into that pocket of space that what Lingard was doing to Villa, really. Yeah. And it's difficult, really, and they're very compact, Fulham. And I think that's what's frustrating with Jared Bowen. He's coming central a lot as well to do the defensive side of things. It's just, I don't know. It's disappointing, Charlie, but again, football's 90 minutes, not 45.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm going to leave you. Good luck. Enjoy yourself.
I may need it.
Chat. Treat him well. Be kind to him. Don't distract him too much like you would me. Enjoy yourself. Gio, what do you think the score's going to be? Just so I can you later when you're wrong.
I'm going to say 1-0 West Ham. What are you saying?
I'll stick with my 2-1 West Ham prediction that I said, but I do think it's a bit bold at this point. But I'll stick with it. I'll stay true. I'll stay true to the cause.
Well, thank you. Well, enjoy taking your Monday Night Football stats machine away. I enjoyed that little feature.
You know, listen, I'm just look. Here's some heat maps for you. You know, these are just things I'm doing. You know, it's what you get. It's what you get. I'm gonna take it, and it's mine now. You can't have it anymore. It's gone.
Right, enjoy do all that stuff. Cheers, Charlie. Thank you. Ta-ra. Right, live chat. How we doing? That's Charlie off to work, real work. We can't afford to give him a wage on here, so he's off ski. Right, live chat. I'll be sticking with you during the game. Well, let's get a little bit interactive. I've got the TV on. They're not quite out for the second half yet. But KM says we need to be a bit more direct with our passing and forward facing. We're too static and allowing their team to rest and reposition. Gonzo's positivity jinxed us. Happy to even get an ugly 1-0 win. I'll take an ugly 1-0 win right now, mate. I think you're right. I think we are very slow. I think when we gave the ball, even Ben Rama, I thought Ben Rama was quite slow in the first half. We kept giving it to him and he was just stopping. He wasn't running at anyone. He was just strolling forward with it gently. And then it just allows them to get back. I think Fulham have been a bit quicker when they've come forward. They've got the ball forward a bit quicker, been trying to attack a little bit more faster, and I think that pulls out. What changes, Abdullah, in the live chat? Get your changes in. I want to know what you think. Get your substitutions in there. What you would do? I don't know what I would do. Yeah, I would probably keep it as it is, but I'd be very much looking at Antonio. Antonio needs to buck up his ideas for the second half here, because while I think he's unfit, I think he's also disinterested, because he's been losing like 60-40 battles in his favour. He's there with the defender behind and the ball's coming into his feet and the defender's nipping in front of him and getting it. So I think Antonio needs to do more. Bowen needs to do more. Lingard needs to do more. Ben Rama, Declan and Solchek are getting pulled apart. I've seen them shouting at each other a little bit. It's not a bad thing. They're telling each other what to do, where to go and stuff. But I've seen them two sort of having to communicate with each other more today than ever, because they're getting dragged out of position and stuff. But I really do think Fulham are playing well. I do think Fulham are playing well. Rudy said he didn't change anything yet, but he's got to fire some rockets at halftime. We don't look up for it. Tal says we're hard to please. We would have been 2 down. Yeah, but you keep comparing ourselves to last season and the season before. We'll never move forward, will we, Tal? We're comparing ourselves to last week and what we did against Crystal Palace. I think that's fair. I think we have to. You know, this could be a fantastic season. No one's saying we're dreadful at that. Just that it's not as good as it has been recently. We can do a bit more. Ben says he's got faith. Moyes give him a kick up the arse. So do I. I wouldn't have changed anything at half time, but like I said, I would have had my eyes on Antonio, possibly Bowen, really, looking at possible changes in the second half. James, thank you for the £2 in the super chat. He's chucked a couple of quid in the full-time fund. He says, who's the Welsh fella? Do I wear retro shirts? Not really. I like them. They look good and stuff. I don't wear them. I don't really like replica ones. I only bought it because it was cheap, to be honest with you. And I thought I might as well chuck it on for the Fulham game. But that's the second half underway. Fulham's kindly giving us the ball back from their kickoff for Fabianski to get the old get a feel of the ball. Creswell's looking our most attacking player at the moment. Do you know something? I think that's bang on, Angus. I think his crossing's been brilliant. I think his one for Jared Bowen when he got in at the back post almost deserved the goal. I thought it was a really fantastic ball in. He always does the sole and the cross, doesn't he? Always rolls it with the sole and whips it in. Saying that, his free kick was a little bit wasteful, weren't it? You get a bit excited and then he just shot. But it's one of them that if it goes in, we'd all be sitting here saying how clever of Alan Creswell it was. So he can't really win unless he scores a goal. No, Alan, there's no changes. The West Ham team is as it was, and I assume the Fulham one is too. I'd be surprised if Parker made a... Malcolm said he'd be interested to see Bowen's touch map. Oh, it was interesting. Oh, okay, I was say, Malcolm, mate, you missed it. How can you be asking for that literally 2 minutes ago? You missed it. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, you have seen it. And yeah, it was interesting. It's not good enough for him. But he's just been chopped down by someone. And now he's sitting on the deck. We've got a free kick outside the box. Aaron Creswell territory for get the cross in. And hopefully we can get something going. I think Soufal will be eyeing this one up. Soufal likes to get a free kick when it's... Yeah, Soufal's taking it. He loves it. Soufal likes to get involved in these ones over on the right-hand side so you can bend it in away from the keeper. I just like seeing Creswell on them. I don't like Creswell not taking set pieces. I'd have him taking every set piece if it was up to me, but happy days. Sean don't understand why Peacock's so far behind the stream. I don't know who Peacock is. Who's Peacock? What minute are you on, Peacock? Ben, Ben says, right, Sufal's bowling, Suchek, Dawson header, Rice header. Nah, it's ready to get cleared. Tete's launched it down the park, and now Loftus-Cheek, who's still turned into a monster, is just cruising through the middle of the park again. The guy only turns up when Declan Rice is playing. Oh, crikey. Now Fulham have got a free kick. Just ran between Ogbonna and Lingard. Someone brought him down. I think it was Ogbonna. He looks a bit guilty, Ogbonna. Free kick for Fulham just outside the box now. It's a better position than what ours was. Good run by Loftus-Cheek. The geezer only turns up against Declan Rice. I am convinced he's the only player I've seen bully Declan Rice for 90 minutes. And that was at Stamford Bridge a few years ago. And he's doing it again. Ben says, very disappointing first half. Fulham find it easy to pass through the middle third of the park. I agree. They've made the pitch very, very compact, Fulham. They're all Reid, Loftus-Cheek, they're interchanging very well, and they're all coming narrow and deep into that bit that we can't mark. So Cavalier's going to hit this one. Well, hey, I'm probably away loses a bit of some viewers, but Scotland beat England in rugby. Happy days, I'll have that. I'm not a big rugby fan, to be fair, but I'm happy with that anyway. Before you all disappear, all the English people disappear, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Well, just drop a like on the video. I know you haven't enjoyed it so far. Right, Cavalio's hitting it off the ball, and Fabianski is going to claim it. No, he didn't. He should have claimed it. He flapped at it, and now Fulham have a corner. How he didn't catch that, I do not know. It was just straight one out the air for him. Not good. Ben said he'd bring on Frederick soon. I get why. I completely get. I think he should have started. I think Frederick should have kept his place. I think he'd done really well against Aston Villa, and Robinson's a good attacking player for Fulham, so I would have kept Fredericks in there. So, but I get it. I get why he's changed it. I said in the preview, Moyes couldn't do anything wrong as far as I was concerned out of the right wing position. I'm not just going to change my mind because he didn't do the play I thought. Oh, blimey. That was close from Bobby Reid. Long ball over the top of our defence. Bobby Reid was running in from the right-hand side, volleyed it over the bar. It's one of them that looks a bit better than it is. Just for people watching along, don't worry about old Bella Carter here and stuff shouting goal. No. My stream's good, thank you. I've got Sky. It's as current as it possibly can be, so there'll be no fake goals here, thank you. Slim, I hope you're doing well. Slim says it was taking a day's ago, the result against your lot during the week. I'm still not over it because we should be beating your lot at home. He's a Villa fan. He's been shocking time. Yes, you were poor, but you got a good win today, mate, against Arsenal. I watched that game. You played quite well. Lewis, how well do you think Lingard's playing? Well, today, not very. He's been a bit anonymous. He was fantastic against Villa, of course, but barely seen him. Barely seen him today. Kat, you won't be saying all the Becco. He's not on the bench. Moyes prefers 4 defenders than having a striker on the bench. Rebecca says our only comfort here is that Fulham can't finish. Correct. Not yet. They're just running through the middle of the pitch again. Ball out to Robinson on the left. A bit of a hopeful cross. It's cleared out. That ginger boy, Harrison Reed's playing well, isn't he? After I pulled him out for being pretty poor, he's putting a decent performance in there. We are not starting this half very well. I don't like it. I'm getting a bit nervous, to be honest with you. I am getting nervous. Antonio's easy to defend against once again. We need a bit better, West Ham. We need to sharpen up a bit. Tom says, what Scottish team does support? I wouldn't say support them. Aberdeen's my local team. I would consider myself a fan. I do, without getting into a deep conversation, I think there's a difference between a fan and a supporter. And I would say I'm a supporter of West Ham and a fan of Aberdeen, if that makes sense. Dot, what's the opinion on Ben Rama goal today? Could he get one? Well, yeah, but we're going to need someone to do something because we're lacking creativity. We're lacking inspiration. We're lacking all sorts of stuff at the moment, West Ham. It's just a bit slow. Really, really slow. We need to do something. I wonder how long Moyes is going to give it, actually. He's going to have to change it at some point. Right, sorry, just sending Gonzo a text, an approaching text message. Save Fredericks from Man United. John, I wouldn't save anyone from Man United at the minute. We've got to get 3 points today. We've got to do what we feel is the best substitutions to win the match, whatever they may be. We've got to do them, regardless of the FA Cup game on Tuesday. Let's worry about that tonight. Get the 3 points here. That's the main thing. It would be nice to be in a position of comfort where we can save a couple of players, but we are far from comfortable right now. Fulham are on the attack again. Through ball, Loftus-Cheek. Oh, into the side netting. West Ham need to wake up, and we need to wake up sharpish. This is not good. Fulham have started the better team in the second half. 7 minutes in, 52 minutes on the clock now, and it was a decent through ball. Loftus-Cheek, good run. No one marking him, and I think it's Souček's let him run. He's just gone running in behind our defence, in between Dawson or Bona. Lovely ball through. He tries to dink Fabianski. He does dink him, but he puts it wide into the side net. And Loftus-Cheek is running Craven Cottage at the minute, so we need to do something. Where we're going to get, I think it's going to be a set piece, to be honest with you, because from open play we don't look too good. It doesn't look like we're going to create anything from open play. We're just lacking anything at the minute. It's inspiration. There's no composure. Antonio's. I sub Antonio. So, in all honesty, I think I'd be looking to take Antonio off soon. He's not winning anything up front. He wasn't very good in the first half. That's 10 minutes in the second half. He's barely done anything. He's had a couple of 50-50s. He's lost them both. One of them he lost without even battling for it. He just let the guy have it. Antonio looks less mobile than my gran, and she's dead. Well, I'm going to take it. Chippy is not impressed by Antonio's performance so far. So Slim says, tongue in cheek, we should be beating you a lot at Villa Park. I get it. Listen, you have to, as a Villa fan, you have to be expecting and hoping to beat West Ham at Villa Park. I think I've just seen Mark Noble getting ready to come on. There's 2 subs from West Ham being prepared here. Yeah, it's Mark Noble and Andre Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko and Mark Noble are ready to come on for West Ham. I'm gonna remain tight-lipped until I see the substitutions. I think Antonio will be one. It's who else is he bringing off? He's going to bring off an attacking midfielder, isn't he? I think he's going to bring off. I think he'll bring off. It's Ben Rama or Bowen, surely. So I think he'll bring off. I think he'll take off Antonio for Yarmolenko, and I think he'll take off. You know something? I'm going to say Ben Rama. I think he'll take off Ben Rama for Mark Noble. I think I get his thinking here because we're not in control of the game at all. They're running down the middle of the pitch. I think they're trying to get Noble on to just keep the ball. We haven't been able to do that. Here they are on the attack again, Fulham. We've got a free kick, thankfully, because they're looking dangerous. Malcolm says, oh, dear God, he's bringing on Noble. It's not a good idea. Makes you say Antonio's doing his best Sebastian Aller impression. So we're going to find out the West Ham substitutions, I think. I think they're just the way to be made now. This is a good call by Jack. I agree with what Jack said here. Noble will be able to slow it down and win the match. I think he's right. We can't even. Rebecca says Noble isn't keeping the ball. I disagree with that. I think he is. He's not creative, but I think he keeps the ball. So it looks like we're bringing off number 9. I think it said number 9. Yeah, but Ben Rama is going off. Saeed Ben Rama is going off for Mark Noble. And it looks like Jared Bowen is going off for Andre Yarmolenko. Yeah, so it looks like Noble will go into the 10. Lingard's going to go over to the left. Yarmolenko on the right. And we're going to keep Antonio up front. This is where I wish I had a guest so I could ask them their opinion. But in all honesty, I get why he's bringing on Noble. I get that one. I think the Noble one's right. It's leaving Antonio on. I'm a bit surprised that he needs to get moving, Antonio. Or he's going to be the 3rd sub. We've got a free kick just outside the box. Yo,
I feel a bit bad about it as well. I'm not super keen on it. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, no, really? Yeah, like Antonio's still on. That's a bit wild, isn't it? You know, it's just not.
Oh, Gonzo's joining us. Gonzo, what are you thinking about the subs?
Just not there.
I'm surprised he's making them. To be sorry, mate, I'm on the mobile because the football's right. on the laptop. I keep calling it laptop. It's not a laptop. It's a computer. Yeah, he's got to do something. Very, very low energy. We look tired. All game, Gio. All game. I feel. And sorry, who are Yarmolenko and Noble on? Because I was setting up the StreamYard then. Who's off?
On for Ben Rama and Jared Bowen.
It's funny. I think Lingard's been the quietest. I think Ben Rama's been the liveliest out the three of the attacks.
I think he's been slow goals. I get why he's put Noble on. We've just not kept the ball at all. He's bringing him on to try and keep the ball, but he's got to try something. We've got a good attack here. No, it's been cleared by Fulham. So he's got to do something. I just think it's risky. I think it's a bit risky for him. We're going to lose this. These subs will sort of come back to haunt him a little bit. But I get why he's done them. The
set plays have been poor. The set plays have been very poor today. But we got one here. I don't know how far you are into the game. I'm on 56 minutes, 50 seconds. I guess you're ahead of me. So if I'd have known it if we'd have scored by now. But yeah, I mean, he had to do something. Just can't get Antonio into the game, mate. Can't get Antonio into the game.
He's not doing enough, though. I don't think he's doing enough.
He's
not arsed. He's had a couple of 50-50 battles in the second half. He's not even battling for them. He's just letting the Fulham defenders win them. I think he's been awful today, Gonzo. Even in the first half, I thought he was terrible. He done one good thing, which he kept it in when the Fulham defender was trying to usher out for a goal kick. And that's about it. The rest of it, he's been very poor.
Yeah, they clearly had a rollicking at half time because we pressed more in the first 2 minutes quickly than we had done in the whole of the first half, but it's sort of all petered out a little bit now, you know. Weird one, mate. Weird one, really. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It's just very, very damp. But there's gonna be a lot of people that are tired now. I think we are seeing the result of 2 games a week for a little while, back to back, and then a bit. Hold on, 2 seconds, then a bit more back to back. Oh, mate, just sit down.
Have you got your young pundit in there? Has he got anything to say?
Well, he's had to take his sister back down to the house because why did she go back down the house, mate?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Why did she go down to the house?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. That's what the people want to know.
I don't know.
All right, well, you're hiding a bit there, so I can't get this. There you are. What do you think of the game so far?
It's pretty even. We're not doing as well as we usually do, though.
No. He's been asking all about the Champions League, which has probably put a curse on us. I think I've cursed us as well. But I think everyone feels like anytime I sort of have a dream, I think we're. I feel a bit superstitious at the moment, but we've got to do something. He needs to. I don't mean just change the personnel around. He needs to do something here. Someone needs to do something. We feel. I don't know, it feels like we don't have many options.
I'd like him to swap Noble and Souček just now. I know I'm a bit ahead of you. You can see Souček and Rice are still playing deeper than Noble. I'd like him to get Noble deeper and push Souček up a bit. If we are going to have a different number 10, let's get it to be Souček so we can get in the box rather than Mark Noble lurking around. We need to do something. We need to get the ball. We've barely strung a few passes together this half. It's not been good, Gonzo.
It's been poor. It has been poor, mate. Crikey, this phone's annoying. Anyway, listen, I've got to go. I'm getting.
You have fun. I'll see you full time.
You will. Good luck, mate. Good luck.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
I'll remove you. There we go. I've removed him for you. Old man in technology. You can tell it was his birthday yesterday. He's got a year older and he doesn't know how you work his mobile phone. There we go. Michael Antonio offside. Another valuable contribution. He struggled a bit, I told you. We need to do something. Ben saying the fatigue is worrying and it's showing. It is worrying, but you know something? This is... Fulham have been playing the same amount of games as us. Fulham have been playing back-to-back games too. It's not like... This isn't... You know, we've heard Klopp giving it the big one before the City game tomorrow about how City have had a 2-week break because of COVID, blah, blah. Fulham haven't had this. They've been playing game after game after game as well. So, it's not an excuse. Fulham come forward again. Cavallo crossing it. It's been headed away, but Noble's on the ball. Rice giving it to Yarmolenko. Now, Yarmolenko will be direct. So here he goes. Let's see him run at the Fulham defence. Okay, no, he's turned around and passed it back. Oh, no, he's done a few tricks. Hold on to Yarmolenko. We're moving forward again. Lingard's got it. We're not really seeing him much. Giving it to Creswell on the left, but we've refused to cross it. Back to Lingard. We're just passing it around at the minute, which I'll take because we haven't done very much at the minute, have we? We haven't passed the ball around enough. We're just keeping the ball, which is pretty good. Alan says, does manager hold his hand up, say he got formation wrong? I don't think he has. Both teams are playing the same formation. Both teams are playing 4-2-3-1 on paper. It's then how do you do it? There's different ways of playing the same formation, isn't there? We've got Noble on to try and just recycle possession. I think it's the right call. I do think it's the right call. Yarmolenko give us that little bit of directness. He held the ball there. He's getting the ball and turning at the minute. He's trying to get towards, move us up the pitch, which is good. I still think we're going to nick it. I think we're going to nick it. Logan says the positive is we don't play 2 bad games in a row, so he's feeling positive about Tuesday right now. We can still go on and win. I think we're going to win. Jack says Fulham look more up for it. Don't think it is any tactical errors. I think there's a little bit of that about it, Jack. I do still think Fulham's front three, not the striker, the 3 attack midfielders playing narrows. I think we're struggling with it. I think we're struggling to mark it. We couldn't get on the ball. Noble's come on. We've now got possession. Are we doing much with it? Not yet, but we're starting to knock the ball a little bit about and build our confidence. Here's Antonio picking out Lingard, but you get the ball in the box here. Souček's in the box with Yarmolenko, and it goes for Sufal. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, Sufal's just hit the bar with a header. That was good play. That's the best play by us all. Well, obviously, it hit the bar, but the build-up play as well. We must have strung about 30 passes together there. Then the ball come in, and Sufal headed it and clunked off the crossbar. I think it was a Declan Rice cross, which is rare. Yeah, Declan Rice cross, and Sufal hit the bar with a header. So this is it. This is positivity. You know, our confidence will go up now. We'll start to feel a little bit better. Adrian says that Yarmolenko's played better in the first 5 minutes here than he has in a long time. I agree. That's the frustrating thing about Yarmolenko, isn't it? He comes on, does well, usually gets us a winner. Then he gets his start because he deserves it, and then he's poor again. We're on the attack again to Souček. He's just lost out to Addison Reed. He's put in a man-of-match performance. Fulham are breaking here. It's 3-2. Reed's bad ball from Loftus-Cheek. He's given Reed the chance to cross it to Lookman. He's been crowded out. We've done well to get back in numbers there. We've done well to get back in numbers. Cat Pie says, I am faster than Dazn. I know who that is. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is that how you pronounce it? Dazn or D-A-Z-N? Anyway, you're just going to have to pause the video for a couple of seconds, then play it again, so you've got a delay to the stream that you're watching. Then I won't be ahead. John says, how is Antonio going to cope playing again midweek? He's not. Chippy said Fredericks would have bicycle kicked that in. I agree. I think so. I think Fredericks would have overhead kicked it or something. Harrison Reed's got cramp, so that's good. He did I do, but they're rubbish. But you don't want to know. They're doing rubbish. I agree with that one guy. Loftus-Cheek's done well so far. All game, Loftus-Cheek. He's probably been the man of the match, Loftus-Cheek. But that pass was awful. They were breaking there. Got that pass right, and we were in trouble. Dazone. All right, cheers, Paul. Dazone. I'll call him that if Cat puts it back in. Ben says we need to look at Odebeko for Tuesday. Ben, it would be nice to look at Odebeko today. It would be nice to get him on. The manager said midweek that when there's a scenario to put him on, he'll put him on. This is the scenario. 0-0. We need a goal from a striker. Our current striker is not playing very well. This is a scenario. Bit frustrating. Michael says all he had to do is one change. Bowen for Fredericks. Now got no skills on pitch. Yeah, I think he's taken off the obvious flair player in Ben Rama, hasn't he? But forget flair, forget all that fancy stuff. We've got 25 minutes to get a winner now. I honestly want to see us just bombarding the box with crosses now. Get Souček, Yarmolenko, and Antonio in the box and just start pumping that ball in there. It's time to win ugly. Here we are on the chat. Yarmolenko's got it. He's twisting and he's turning, and he's lost it. And he got a corner. Rebecca, didn't Meeple play the other night? Is that why he's not on the bench? Yes, that's true. But Moyes would have allowed him to play that game. Moyes could have not let him play for the 23s and kept him on the bench. The only reason he played for the 23s is because he wasn't in the squad for today. Would I put Souček up front? I would now. I'd be getting Souček up there with Antonio and just take the game to Fulham. Someone's dead. He's not dead, but there's a Fulham player sparked out on the ground at the minute. Just to be clear, he's not unconscious or anything. He's just tired. I don't know what's happened to him. I'm watching the replays here. Oh, Antonio's done a wrestling move on him in the middle of the box. Tete. Don't know what happened there. Antonio almost just like body slammed him. Oh, this is where Charlie's missing out. Charlie loves a bit of wrestling. There was a little bit of wrestling action on there from Antonio. The geezer was just standing there and suddenly went pinging up in the air. He seems okay now. He's got up. He's not dead. Can't confirm. He's not dead. But Hammer says he's maybe saving Meepo for Tuesday. Maybe, but it's a big game in the FA Cup. As much as I want to see a youngster, I'm not sure I want to see one at the start at Old Trafford. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. We've got the preview tomorrow night because the games are coming thick and fast. And Bo says it's a clothesline. It was a clothesline, wasn't it? Wham! Took him out. Antonio has had more successful wrestling moves today than aerial battles against the Fulham defence, and that's not good. That's not good. I've seen more clotheslines than hold-up plays from Antonio. But oh well, at least we know what he's going to do when he retires. He's off to the Royal Rumble. Right, let's see what we're doing. Nothing. The ball's just bouncing around. It's a bit scrappy, isn't it? If you're watching this, you know what I mean. It's very scrappy. I thought the first half was a bit elegant. I thought both teams were trying to play nice football. Both teams now have ditched that game plan. It's just a case of let's just get right up to the opposition goal as fast as possible and try and stick it in the back of the net now. It's getting desperate times for the last 25 to half an hour now. It'll be desperate times. I'm looking forward to it. I don't mind a little bit of this. Alan says, why would you blood a youngster at Old Trafford? While I agree in principle, we blooded a youngster at the Emirates, didn't we? And that turned out all right. Well, short term, we won. He played well, man of the match. To stay around at West Ham for long after that, did he? Reece Oxford. He's doing well. Reece Oxford, he's doing well for Augsburg now. He's starting regularly. Got a few man of the match awards under his belt this season. But like Josh Cullen and elect Josh Cullen's captain of the Belgium side now, so he's impressive instant company. Fulham are on the attack here. Loftus-Cheek looking for Bobby Reid. Oh, Bonner, he's honestly just the chief, and he just strolled over and picked that one up. Yeah, Alan, it was one game, but you said, why would you blood a youngster at Old Trafford? And I've given you an example of a youngster playing well. I get your point. Would I play Meepo or DeBecco against Man United? I'm not overly keen on it. I think it's a lot of pressure. I think you want to start your striker, but we ain't got one. Antonio's just signalled to come off. This is not good. 70 minutes on the clock. Michael Antonio has just signalled to the bench he needs to come off. Oh. It's all right, lads. We'll bring on the striker. We'll bring on the striker. Let's see if it's still here. Here's the bench. Here it is. Let's have a look. Let's bring on the striker. No. Oh. We don't have one on the bench, do we? Wow. Oh, he's holding his hamstring. Oh, Jesus. He's not even tired. They almost scored as well. It's all going wrong. Antonio just signalled to come off, and Fulham had a corner, and you could see Antonio's arse actually, and he was giving his left hamstring, a bit of a rub. Antonio's hamstring is in trouble. Ha! Who'd have thought it? 5 days after the transfer window shuts, our striker has a hamstring injury. I'm going to bite my tongue a little bit here. I'm going to bite my tongue because I made my feelings clear about the transfer window, about the manager's decision as well, about not to bring in another striker. And I thought it was risky. I thought it was naive. And, this is our second league game since. And what's concerning is he's still on the pitch. Why is he still there? I know it's only 2 minutes, but when you're when your player has a muscle injury, you want to get him off the pitch ASAP. He's running after the ball. Oh, he just pulled up. Jesus Christ, this is a disaster. He's going to make it worse. At the minute, it looks like he's maybe twinged it or something because he's not down. He's still jogging around. But why is he sprinting? Just go down. Just lie on the pitch, please. He's just going to make it worse. I'm actually scared watching this. I feel like I'm witnessing someone who's maybe got a 2-week injury turning it into a 2-month injury pretty quickly if he doesn't go down. He should be lying on the deck right now, Antonio, so that we can get the ball out, get the physio on to speak to him for a couple of minutes while the sub gets ready. Why is he not down? Jesus. Anyway, we're bringing on Ryan Fredericks. Fredericks will come on. Yarmolenko will go up front. Fredericks will come on right wing. Honestly, get rid of the flipping iPad and get a sub made. You know, the geezer's asked to come off 3 minutes ago now, and he's tried to sprint after the ball. Oh, getting nervous. Anyway, the substitution's being made. Michael Antonio is going off. Ryan Fredericks is coming on. Oh, this is scary times now, isn't it? Because it's not just today, it's going forward after this game. You're already thinking what we're going to do on Tuesday. Our striker's injured. So that guy that said, well, we'll play Mipo or the Beko, I think you might be right, mate. We don't think we've got a bloody option. This isn't ideal, is it? Malcolm, I'm not going to start having a moan up, but this is all the worries rolled into one match. Yeah, you speak for a lot of West Ham fans there. I think you could be right. My screen's gone a bit smaller. Sorry, they're just showing me the Man United squad turn up at Old Trafford. For some reason, Sky have decided to think that we might want to see footballers turning up at their place of work for the 8 p.m. kickoff. Anyway, Lookman's dancing around. He's tried to find someone. Fulham got a free kick outside the box because Carvalho went down. It looked a little bit easy. Obon been booked for consistent fouling. He's done 2 fouls similar now, right outside the box. So Mike Dean has got his yellow card out, and they've got a free kick just outside the box, 23 yards out or something. Mike Dean whipping out the yellow card. That's Obana in the book. And another free kick to contend with. The last time they took a free kick was a very similar position, actually. It hit the wall. Alan said he might not want to sign a forward, but should have kept Allier to summer. I don't know if you're speaking to me or David Moyes. If it's Moyes, he's not going to read this. And if it's me, I did want a striker. I did a video about it and got told to stop being negative. Might go ask those people that are saying stop being negative how they're feeling at the minute with no striker. Because the thing is, this wasn't like Solchek getting injured. Solchek getting a hamstring injury would be somewhat of a surprise. Anyway, look, remember the free kick? Oh, blimey, that was close. Woo! I don't like that. That was close. Went wide, obviously. 0-0, but it was close. He's off. Your stream slowed down. I think your YouTube thing slowed down, mate. I told you he was off 3 minutes ago. I'm aware he's off. Anyway, would I take a point now? No, Andy, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take a point right now. David G. Hammer, would you get Sturridge or Costa? Well, no, I don't want to. This is desperate signings now, isn't it? You're now buying in strikers who are they match fit? Are they even okay to go? Nah, we should have brought someone in January in order to sort of. This was going to happen. The worst thing is Fulham are ready to bring on the striker we could have got in, Josh Madra. They signed him on loan, so there was strikers available on loan. We decided not to go for because we were okay with the squad. It was risky. This, like I was saying before the free kick, this isn't Solchek getting injured. It would be a surprise, but it's not. It's Antonio with his hamstring injuries. It's the most easiest injury in the world to have predicted. It's what it is. I'll make a prediction now, ladies and gentlemen, for you tuning in. The 285 of you. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you've liked it. I'll make a prediction tomorrow. Fulham went close again. They're getting closer. I don't like it. Cavallo this time. Anyway, make a prediction tomorrow. A certain website will remind us that David Moyes didn't want a striker and that Sullivan made 20 to 30 million available. We can have a game. We can have a game. In the live chat, if you're watching in the live chat, give me some predictions as to who is tomorrow. It has to be, I'll let you have Monday, Sunday or Monday. Who is going to remind West Ham fans that David Moyes chose not to sign a striker? I think there's a couple of contenders. I'll write a couple of them down. I'll write a couple down, and you can think of anyone. Put them in the live chat. Claren Hugh, a couple of people straight in with the old Claren Hugh, and you knew that was going to come up, so I'll let you guys have that one. I've got 3 names down here. We're going to get reminded, aren't we? Logan, Adrian, Connor, Dave, Alan, also in Claren Hugh, Rebecca, and Ben's in Talk Sport. Dave Goodyear says West Ham football. I mean, Sean technically comes under Claren Hugh. Pete says, L. Dot says Talk Sport. That's the 3 names, isn't it? Claren Hugh, Jim White, and Sky Cava. That'll be the 3. That'll be the 3 people that remind West Ham fans that David Moyes had money. Moyes chose not to spend the money. I can tell you now, David Sullivan's on the old keyboard right now, drafting up the emails. Remind them, West Ham fans, I wanted to sign a striker. Anyway, Josh Manager, the player we could have went after, is on the park now. Mitrovic has come on as well. So Fulham have chucked on 2 strikers. They're showing off, aren't they? Look at us with our 2 strikers on the bench. All right. Someone's got a decent squad available to him, doesn't he? Scott Parker with his luxury of strikers on the bench. But does he have Craig Dawson at headers, at corners? No, he does not, because we've got a corner at the minute. Time for an Aaron Creswell. Whip the ball in, because now Bowen's off the pitch. I don't like Bowen corners. I prefer Creswell's corners. Here we go. Come on, Aaron. Get on someone's head, because this is the best chance of us winning. O'Connor's up, so checks up, Dawson's up, Rice will be running to the front post as always, surely. Rice likes the front post. Here we go. And it comes from Aaron. Can't see the ball. No, it's headed up. It's bouncing around. O'Connor lays off no ball. It's on his left foot. Oh, he just skinned Harrison Reed. And he's in trouble. He's trying a few tricks, Mark Noble. Nah, he's won us a throw in right in the corner. He's done all right there, Martin Noble. I'll give him that one. I'll give him that. Well played, Marcus. Mark John Noble. I think his middle name's John. Is his middle name John? I think it is. Otherwise, I've just really booped. I'm pretty sure his middle name's John for some reason. I don't know why. Probably not. Anyway. Becca says this is messy. Case says we were both lucky and not very good tonight. And then Aaron's made his feelings pretty clear. Oh, yeah, it's James, not John. I use a J. I'll take that. I'll get half a mark. I'm taking half a mark for that. Half a mark is exactly what Martin Noble is these days as well. Just half a player. Oh, he's there intercepting it. Martin Noble's running the gaff now. He looks weird running around with this body armor stuff on, Martin Noble, doesn't he? I don't like it. I don't like Martin Noble with body armor on. It's not normal. He used to be short sleeves till I die kind of thing, but now he's getting on a bit. He must be feeling the cold. He had that body armor on at Doncaster, sort of Declan Rice. So it doesn't look right. What are they doing? Who's that guy? Someone just took a shot for Fulham. They've got a corner. Oh, it's Mitrovic. He looks like a gangster, Mitrovic. You don't think? I think I'd be scared of him. Could you imagine being in the box, to defend a corner and Mitrovic stands next to you, I think I'd let him head the ball, but no, all right, I'm not going up against this guy. Anyone with a tattoo on their neck will punch you. That is a fact of life. Ball in, we've cleared it out. Don't know who's away get. The camera's out of shot. Right, here we go. They've launched it back up. Lookman's got it. He's whipping it in. No, he's not. He's tricked Fredericks and me. He's crossed it in now. Oh, my word. Mitrovic is close. He's been close again. Mitrovic had a shot from the edge of the box, went wide. Personally, I would have just let him have the goal because he looks quite scary. I wouldn't want to say, sorry, mate, you've missed. It's a goal kick. I'd have just given him the goal, to be fair. 10 minutes to go. 82 minutes gone. 10 minutes. We've still not brought on a striker. We used up all our subs. They're bringing on Angucia now. He's got a mask. I thought he was going to come on with his face mask on. Might as well wear a balaclava. Mitrovic and someone all masked up in the box. Jesus, they're really going for the gang look, aren't they? Fulham are like the least gangster team in the Premier League as well. They've got a neutral section in their crowd. Well, when people are allowed to turn up. Wow, we just had a goal kick. It showed us the sub, and all of a sudden Fulham have got the ball in the middle of the pitch. Did we even take the goal kick? What's going on? I think Mitrovic has influenced the game here, and they've got given the drop ball at the halfway line instead of our goal kick. I'm telling you, Mitrovic is starting on Mike Dean or something. We had a goal kick. I saw a substitution, then I saw Ruben Loftus-Cheek running around with the ball. Oh, well, someone's... Angucia's had a shot. He's just come on the park and he's had a shot. And Harrison Reed is honestly, I'm not joking, he's man of match. I feel a bit stupid now in the preview saying he was crap. He's been all over the pitch. He's been like little angry ginger man today. He's played very well. Lingard's running after the ball. Oh, it's offside again. How do we get so many offsides given us? How do we concede so many offsides? We're even fast. Like, I understand a fast player running a second too early, getting caught offside, but our players are slow. How are we offside? We must start the run about 3 seconds before the guy kicks the ball. He must honestly run 10 yards before we try and pass to him. Oh, this is rubbish. 85 minutes gone, and nothing's happened since I last told you the time. Fulham have had a few shots, and that's about it. Anyway, sorry to you guys for watching the watch-along. You're just watching the side of my face, really. Getting a bit annoyed watching this. Charlie's better at it than me, but I don't really know what to do. Please keep talking. I'll start... They've had 17 shots. Jesus, my name's Gio. G-O. It's not Jesus. It's Gio. G-E-O. It's not difficult, all right? I'm Scottish. My name's Gio. No more, none of this Welsh and Jesus stuff. No more. Ray says boring 0-0. Well, fuck me, Ray. You're alert, aren't you? Well done, Sherlock. How did you work out that one? That was 0-0 and boring. Good effort, Ray. Thanks for that analysis. Thanks for coming. Looking forward to see what you bring to the table for the Man United game. You might tell me before the game. The game will start at 0-0. Right, Zambo's doing some Zumba in the box, and it's given out to Lookman, who's also doing some Zumba, and ran past a couple of players. Give it to the little ginger one. Here's Reid. Mitrovic. Oh, can we just get the ball back? A bit of header tennis. It's going for a goal kick. I don't like this yet. I don't like Fulham's ground. I can't see the ball when the ball's... Does anyone else struggle when the ball's getting crossed in? I can't see it very well. Anyway, it's going for a goal kick. I thought it was a corner. I actually thought Soufal headed that out, but never mind. Maybe Mike Dean's had enough of Mitrovic. We've got a goal kick. So what happens now? We'll see a replay, and then Loftus-Cheek will be running about the middle of the pitch with the ball at his feet. So we're looking at Scott Parker at the minute. Oh no, we're getting proof that we do get to take free kicks. We've booted up the park, and now Fulham had the ball again. That was a fantastic goal kick, wasn't it? We must have the worst goal kick retention in the Premier League. Is that a stat? I like stats. I might go try and find this out, actually. I reckon, because a lot of teams play it short now, don't they? We never play it short. We just boot it down the middle of the park and then let them come back at us with the ball. Someone's going to get a yellow card here. Someone just took out Jesse Lingard. Oh, Zambo. Zambo's waving his finger around. Right, so we've got a free kick, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 87 minutes on the clock. We've got a free kick. This is where the only time I'm excited during the game. I'm certainly not excited when we have a goal kick because they just get the ball back. But we've got a free kick. Creswell's going to swing it in. And we've got the big boys up again. Let's see if we can do something. Come on, this will be good. I want a winner. I want a winner. And it goes. Oh, someone headed it, but it's gone over. That was Solchek. Solchek headed it. It's gone over the bar. I feel like today is a wasted opportunity. I've got to go do the review with Gonzo. I've struggled to speak for 45 minutes. I'm now going to go speak for an extra 20 minutes about a flipping 0-0. Don't know what to talk about. Zambo. I'll talk about him just because I like his name, Zambo. Oh, Jesus. This is terrible. Right, Noble's on the ball. Noble's lost the ball. Someone's got it. Anguisia's got it now. The ginger kid wants it, but he's kept it. Cavalli on the right. He's going toe-to-toe with Creswell. He's tried to do some sort of twist, but he's not very good. But he's kept the ball. He's crossed it in. Mitrovic brings it down for Loftus-Cheek. And it's just gone wide. It's just gone wide. Parker's checking his nails. That's maybe not a bad thing to do, to be honest with you. The game's that boring. We could give ourselves a little manicure during the match or something, couldn't we? Does my cuticles need doing? The answer is yes, by the way. My cuticles do need doing. However, I'm not about to turn this in to a beauty video. You'll be glad to know. Clearly. Someone's got booked. I think Fabianski's just got booked for time wasting. He should get booked for giving the ball away with every fucking goal kick, quite frankly. He just got booked for time wasting away to Fulham. It's 0-0. It's 0-0, and we just got booked for time wasting. See, why is Fabianski time wasting? That must be like an instruction from the management team. Surely he's not decided himself, oh, I'm just going to start time wasting here. Have we been told that a point's okay? I don't know. Food for thought. Oh, consider a free kick. It's a way back in Fulham's half. It's not the end of the world, but nobody wins from this game. I mean, obviously it's a draw. But what I'm saying is a draw's no good for either of us. It's not good enough for Fulham. They need wins. It's not good enough for us because... Well, it is if we want to finish top 10, but I don't want to finish top 10 anymore. I want to finish in the top 6 now. I want European football a lot. I find myself really wanting European football. But thank you, Glenn. This is the most positive thing about the game. Glenn says this is the best opposition channel on YouTube. I've only just noticed that you're an Arsenal fan. Love the host. Thank you. Unless you mean Charlie, then thank you anyway. Love the mods. Basically Fo. I think Fo's the only one in there at the minute. Is there any other moderators except Fo? Possibly. And he loves the comment section. Thank you. Leslie says her cuticles are desperate and need repainting. I assume you're a her. I'm very sorry if you're not, but you could have done them during the game. You haven't missed anything. Oh yeah, Ray, you're here as well. To be fair, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I've got confused about the lack of. Yes, I see you as well, Rebecca, but I'll tell you why. It's because there's no spanners on the StreamYard. There's no spanners. Just on YouTube, you see all the spanners. You can see there's a moderator. Where I can't. Tony said he doesn't get how it's 0-0. No team scored, Tony. If there was a goal, it would be 0-0, but there hasn't been one. So that's why it's 0-0. Glenn says meant hosts, you too. So does that mean you initially met Charlie? Well, that's a bit rude, isn't it? But never mind, I'll get over it. Fucking Glenn. Right, what happened there? I missed that. Whoa, someone just took out Yarmolenko. George Anderson. Right, we've got a free kick. There's 90 seconds on the clock. Jesse Lingard's taking it. We are now playing free kick, hokey cokey, and it's Lingard's turn to put it in. Here he is, Jesse Lingard, to deliver a free kick which we can score from and win the game. Something happened. Mitrovic is down. I'll tell you something, you've got to be a right hard man to put Mitrovic. Mitrovic is down holding his face. He's trying to influence the referee using the tattoo on his neck. I'm telling you. What's he claiming here? He's claiming Souček elbowed him in the face. I mean, technically he did. Souček did elbow him in the face, but it's not intentional. Can we just also appreciate, by the way, when the referee blew the whistle? Do you know sometimes a player continues anyway? Dawson continued and missed from about 8 yards out. He's quite lucky. Souček elbowed Mitrovic on the nose. Anyway, VAR's looked at it, or it claims they are still looking at it, but I assume they are not, and there's no action to be taken. It's definitely not a red card. He doesn't even know Mitrovic's head's there. If he did, he wouldn't be doing that, because who would against Mitrovic? So, Mike Dean says, hold on, we're still checking VAR. Souček's looking a bit worried because he knows he's just got an elbow with Mitrovic on there. I'll tell you what, if this is red card. This is not good. No, this is not good. Mitrovic, Mike Dean is away to check the screen. This is not good. This means the VAR referee thinks it's a red card and Mike Dean's got to go look himself. I don't like this. Mike Dean loves... Mike, mate, don't you fucking dare. This would mean it'll be a 3-game suspension as well. It'll be a straight red. So it'll be a 3-game suspension for violent conduct. It'll be a 3-game suspension. I think he's going to send him off. No, Mike, mate, don't you dare. He doesn't mean it. Does he elbow him on the nose? Yes, but it's not intentional. He's trying to move his arm to run. He's trying to run. He's not even trying to shrug him off. He's trying to lift his arm over his head and run in. Mike Dean loves this kind of, please, Mike, mate, don't you dare. We're going to miss Souček for 3 games if he gets sent off here. He's still looking, Mike Dean. He's unsure. Whoever's on VAR is given this says, whoever's the VAR referee thinks it's a red card. I'm telling you, it's that Serb with the tattoo on the neck. He's influencing the game. You believe me now, don't you? He's taking forever. Listen, this is where VAR annoys me. You've looked at it about 10 times now. If you can't decide after 2, decision should stand. How many times does he need to see this? But what's worse is now he's watching it in slow motion. And it always looks 10 times worse on slow motion. So now it looks like he's proper clumped him on the nose. Mike Dean is... He's coming back on the pitch. He's going for it. He's going to his pocket. He's sending him off. Souček's off. He's just sent Souček off. This is ridiculous. This is fucking shit. I don't think Mike Dean believes that this is a red card. Mike Dean's genuinely trying to defuse the situation. Mike Dean would usually send him red and say, off you bet, get it. But he's not even doing that. He's trying to calm Souček down. I think Mitrovic is also trying to say it's not a red card. Mitrovic has gone over to say something, and you can see Souček saying thank you to Mitrovic. I think we've still got our free kick, but we've just lost our. Well, I thought we were having a free kick, but it looks like half the players are disappearing off the pitch or something. Now we've got a free kick. That's not a red card. We can appeal it, and hopefully it'll get overturned. But if it doesn't get overturned, we've lost Thomas Souček for 3 games now. That's bollocks. I'm sorry there's any kids watching. I'll give myself a caution as well. But that is just ridiculous. Honestly, absolutely ridiculous. He's had to watch it about 15 times. He knows it's not a red card. Anyway, ball in by Lingard. Where Souček would be is nobody. I don't think we didn't have Dawson or Bonner up for that, I don't think. I think we've kept them back. Oh no, Dawson's there. I felt like we didn't really have numbers up for that free kick in the end. That's just ridiculous, honestly. Mike Dean, mate. Anyway, Fulham are attacking now. Yarmolenko's away, snap this boy, but he doesn't. Zambo's got it. We need to keep our composure for the however long's on the clock, a minute maybe. Christ, that was dangerous. Rice has sussed it out luckily and cleared it, but we're now clinging on here a little bit. We're a bit under the cosh. We're going to get a goal kick. We've got a goal kick, but that's just... Listen, while you're here, but it's not full time yet, while you're here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, please. It's completely free. Subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. That's full time. That's full time. Fulham 0, West Ham 0. I'm away to go live with the review with Gonzo. Don't go anywhere. Stay on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on this video. And just refresh the channel in about 30 seconds. And there will be a review video set up. Come along, enjoy myself and Gonzo for a little chat about that game. I'll see you there.